but Pokey Dude, because
Yeah.
the only audio I capture from you guys
Okay.
is, I mean, if we want game audio, because otherwise I'm just going to play Sonic music in the background.
Yeah.
If people want
Just-
game audio to
just
come
play your
through,
Sonic playlist. You don't need this.
okay.
All right.
Sonic
So let me
playlist?
just say something for my viewers real quick. Hey guys, we're just getting set up right now. And we're I've pinned a message. I've pinned a link to the main Let's Racing Time stream on my chat here. So click that if you want to see everyone see Buttface's
I
perspective
think this
too.
is the first time that I've done a mixed aspect ratio.
Oh, I was gonna make it difficult for you, Dan. You know me.
I mean, I could
never
switch
made
over
my
to the PS3 version if you really want me to, but
Do you have a Let's Racing Time link ready to go there, Bob?
Hop down.
We're not even live yet.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because then that's what I usually pin in my channel. It's the wonderful Bob message. You know what? There's something so incredibly calming. I came in here piss and ginger because I literally just beat Shadow, and I popped on the sound test with Chow Garden, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
whenever I start up a new
Garden.
file, I like to do this little thing where I unlock the President's Assistant theme in the options menu. I don't know why it's a thing, but
How do you do that?
you go into the theme settings and just rotate the control stick like in a circle a bunch of times, and then it just pops up.
Okay, hold on. I have never done this. So, is this an extras or?
Yeah, so it's go to options, then the Sonic's face there for the theme. Then you'll see all the characters' faces.
Oh, there we go.
So
And
in there,
then
just rotate the control stick. Ignore what's happening on the rotating menu. Just rotate the control stick a bunch, and it'll pop up.
You know what? I just heard a thing happen.
Yep, and then she should appear there along with the others.
Oh, I don't think I did. Hold on. I didn't. The theme didn't appear. Oh no, there she is.
Yeah.
No. I have never seen this.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Actually-
obscure thing.
What I'm going to do is Pokey Dude is going to get 16:9 black bars.
That's fine.
Woo! Fancy. No. Go back in. Go to my help and options. Go back to extras. Give me that sound pad. Does the President's Assistant even talk in this game?
She appears in one cutscene.
Does she talk though?
yes, she talks to the president when he's in the limo,
Okay.
and
Like, I did not recognize that voice actress or know that she speaks to you for the sound test. It was blowing my mind here.
you can also buy themes in Chow Garden for Amy, Maria, and I think Tikal maybe.
Yeah, that. Trust me, I have been up and down the Chow Garden rabbit hole. There is a corner of the internet, which I will not leak here, where I have a fairly successful recreation of the Chow Garden for the Game Boy Advance.
I usually just use a save editor to hack in a Chow, but with max stats.
Also, fun fact, that is where my nomenclature online comes from. Shifter Chaos is the name of a Chow that my good friend Chalice had on their GameCube because they used a Game Genie and they named them Shifter because it was the one that was in the, or I guess Game Shark. And it was the one in the Game Shark slot in their memory card that would always change whenever they were editing things. So they named it Shifter. It was a Chaos
music would you
Chow.
like to listen
And
to?
when I was over at their house and we were fucking around with Game Shark codes, and they deleted my totally legitimate Chow that I had raised for hundreds of hours, they were like, let's edit Shifter instead, and so I got that, and I'm not salty about it to this day.
Let's see, Pokedude. Is there any menu you can be on that has like a fully like bright screen
yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Change things to your liking here.
So it's more like Shifter Chaos.
Let's try send.
Oh yeah,
scene,
it's
or-
Shifter Chow's,
Chaos,
but
yeah.
but it was also a
Is that
Chaos
better?
Chow.
Yes, that's good enough.
I mean, if you ever
Just,
known any
just
Chow, they're
stay on
all
that
kind of
menu for a little
Chaos Chows.
Yes.
Chows are, I mean, they can be good dogs, but they're all pretty much, they're all, you know, chaotic neutral to chaotic evil. That's just what Chows be.
Right. You don't know Sonic past when it was still bad, but even worse. Do you know what a Chow is?
No, I only know the dog a Chow, so that's what I
Oh,
was referencing.
great!
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to the Chow Garden today, so you don't need to.
I mean, if I have
Okay,
time,
good.
maybe.
I actually, okay, on Chow Garden thing, I know partially what you're talking about.
do you know?
through
Do you know
reference.
Cream, the rabbit?
Yeah,
Her little blue friend is a Chow.
yeah.
Okay, alright. I was about to have to, like, start spamming images.
No. I know from association somewhat what you're talking about.
It is advanced Tamagotchi for
Yeah.
ultra nerds.
See, I hear Chow, I think dog, because my aunt used to raise Chows.
It's
Yeah.
it's chaos
Yeah,
minus the
yeah.
S.
Yep. And those
Okay,
are, and all Chows are chaotic neutral to chaotic evil. Just telling you that.
Yep.
What I've done is because having the two 16x9s is kind of, I think I've managed to size this appropriately.
Here is your third option, Dan, is just squish me. Just squish me
No,
down.
no. I have too much pride for that. You know it.
Buttface is
Oh.
trying to get to a point where you can't actually see his race. That's what he's going for.
Yeah. So
There we go.
just to recap for the viewers on my end, Buttface has been practicing real hard for this race. I have not
I have
done a
played
full.
twice in
Yeah.
the past, like, 8 months.
I have not played since I streamed the game last March, except for some last minute like minor speed tech practice yesterday. But
Also, spoiler alert, Buttface has this whole own brand that he's terrible at video games, and as soon as he says that, he wins by like 10 minutes.
So,
So-
I would like to preface this of Pokedude. Like, when he's talking about speed tech, he's talking about things that will skip you half of a level. Like, I know the speed tech he's talking about.
well, I don't know any
would-
super advanced ones like that. I'm talking about things that'll save me a few seconds, maybe a minute or two.
I'm thinking crazy gadget. Are you going to do a crazy gadget?
I know a minor crazy gadget skip. I don't know the big one
you're
that
not-
that everyone.
You're not going to do the big
yeah,
one, okay?
Yeah.
Do you know the final rush skip?
I know a small final rush skip. I don't know. Like I said,
I-
I don't know any major skips. Like I haven't
I have
practiced those, but
seen a final rush skip
Like-
where you just fall to the end of the
yeah,
level.
like I mean, like I saw the world record run not too long ago just to get some notes, but I can't replicate most of it.
So there you go. There's the level of preparedness between
And neither of
Pokedude
us know
and
the
I.
emerald locations by heart, right?
There's the level of preparedness between Pokedude and I of actually learning speed tech versus I sat down for 2 casual plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
think we're ready to go live.
all right.
Let me know when I got a. Let's see. That's gonna be in announcements. It's gonna be in announcements. Yeah. There's all the wonderful Bob messages.
This game is very
Every
loud,
time
by the way. I had to turn my the capture card's audio on OBS down to like minus 40 almost.
Nah, man, you want your ears blasted off with that butt rock. Would you say you had to turn it down to negative crush 40?
Sure.
I don't know, I'm just wondering if Buttface will be more mad tonight than he was last night.
I was not even particularly mad last night. I had to listen to how mad I was 2 weeks ago, and I was sitting there like, oh god, oh god.
Were you playing this last night or something and I missed it? Because I had pool, so.
No, we were doing we were Alapaloozing last
You got
night.
mad at Alapalooza?
He got mad at the potpourri that we had.
That was 2 weeks ago.
I know you were pretty salty about Hot Rocks Polka, dude.
That's not a potpourri. That's main stuff. And again,
I think Angry White Boy Polka is still my favorite from Bad Hair Day.
S tier.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
There's a run of polkas that are S tier polkas, and Hot Rocks is not it. It's not it.
All right.
I'm looking at chat right now. You're not even in the main Let's Racing Time chat, which I really should pull up because I'm the
Oh, yeah.
worst streamer.
I've actually I dual streamed Twitch and YouTube, so I've got 3 chats open.
Wow.
Look at this try hard over
Yeah,
here.
I'm only out in here commentating. You can only have one going, though errors actually on the other one. on the
I've
laptop.
got not a girl face already just being like, man, calling it Tamagotchi for ultra nerds. That's harsh.
So how's our favorite Canadian doing?
Ugh, both of us are just kicked left, right, and center here. I don't know.
It
Depression-
happens.
The fuck you it's January depression is strong.
Oh yeah. No, I do winter seasonal something terrible because it's just horrible in Alabama. Like winter here is just the worst because there's not any of the good winter where you have like pretty stuff. It's just nasty. It's rained I think for 30 days straight at this point.
Well, I also do the graveyard, so I never see the sun anymore.
Yeah.
What I need to do is get me one of them sad lights.
Right.
All right, so
All right.
ready to go?
It
Well,
is
we,
at
we
least
have we have like intros that we do here.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
Racing
Yep.
Time. And again,
Okay.
I'm not crushed for time tonight. So
I am.
it may
though,
be
so.
dark when I get to work, but at least it's daylight when I get off work most of the time.
we usually give it a couple of minutes to
Yep,
let the
yeah,
people
that's
filter
fine.
in.
No, we've got an Enigmat.
Oh,
No, Buttface. Look, its own brand for Girlface. Its own brand for Buttface to ignore his chats. I mean, that's just what he does.
I care about other people's chats. I'm a good guest. I'm a terrible host.
True. Now he does occasionally respond if I chat in there, so maybe he just likes me a little bit. I don't know, but he
40
will
minutes
occasionally.
later.
40 minutes later, but you will respond. I don't know what to make of that privilege, but there you go. I don't know. Hero Dark. That's. Are we going to explain this before we start? By the way, what the difference between there is?
They're
I'm sure we will.
Two
Two
totally different campaigns.
yeah, they're 2
Okay.
different sets of levels.
Gotcha.
With
So, people
Two
will have
different
to
sets.
decide what we're actually going to do.
oh, we're doing Hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pokedude and I have been discussing this.
Okay, you'll
For a
have to
while
clue
now.
us in on
I mean-
on the intricacies.
We will press start when we hit start on Hero Story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
So, thank you for letting me know what constitutes the start of time.
Okay.
Yep. So you do the intro, Dan, and we'll move her from there.
Okay. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday night Let's Racing Time. You know what we haven't done in a long time? We haven't done any Sanic. That's right. We've got the blue streak tonight because, we've got somebody who hasn't raced, I think, ever? Question mark?
That is
with
correct.
us. So that will be, we've got a new experience for everybody tonight.
Hey there.
So I am,
Oh, yep.
wait your turn. I am your host, Kefka Floyd. This stream is brought to you by the delishingly refreshes taste of Worcester's own Polar Seltzer. We've got key lime grapefruit tonight, as always. I mean, it's February. I think we maybe only have 3-4 weeks tops of the winter flavors left. So I'm going to enjoy them while we got them. In addition to my key lime grapefruit tonight, I have what is left of my brother's bourbon Irish cream. We're putting that down for the night. Bob and I discussed it on Saturday that I thought a real good idea for this cream would be to put like a little bit of pepper into it, because I was munching on these very delicious pepper flavored almonds, and I had a swig of it after munching on the almonds, and it mixed with the pepper, and I'm like, ooh, that's good. It's like having, pepper chocolate, which I am an absolute fan of. And you know what? He agreed, and he thought that will be a good idea. So maybe I'll be able to give a taste test on that soon. All right, and joining me in the host's chair tonight, he's the man that Molly Hetches says shouldn't watch this game too long. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. I am indeed your favorite whiskey drinking Southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with a charming accent. I got Chunksy the dog here in her normal spot. Got my unsweet tea as the palate cleanser. And I was feeling froggy, wanted to open something different. And I saw this bottle sitting here that I think I bought in Georgia like 3 years ago and have yet to ever open it. So, you know what? We're going to do it tonight. This is Belle Meade Reserve Cask Strength Bourbon. It's 108.3 proof. This is out of just outside Nashville, Tennessee. This is MGP out of Indiana, sourced from them, but I'm told that they've started making their own. But I don't know if they've actually got it distributed yet. But I've had the regular Belle Meade and quite love it. And I've heard good things about the cask strength, so let's see what it tastes like. There you go. That was a good pop. Alright, I haven't tried a new one in a while, so let's see how this goes. Right around the sweet spot for bourbon, so proof-wise. Sweet nose. No real ethanol on it at all. Like, very smooth. A little bit of a kick. Launcher. Oh, that's good. That's like 3 different key flavors in it. Like it goes from sweet to spicy to sweet, and then kind of finishes with spicy on the tongue with a little bit of almost a vanilla and a kind of Buffalo Trace like medicinal effect. So that's excellent. So glad I opened that one. Oh, anyway, back to you, Dan.
All right, on the left-hand side of the screen, he's going to stream like no one else, like no one has before. He's everybody's favorite Pokey Dude, Pokey Dude.
Hey there, I'm Pokey Dude. It's my first time participating in Let's Racing Time. It will also be my first time winning.
Oh!
Wow, throwing the bombs already.
Well, he's talking shit already. I mean, he gets the gist of how we do this.
Yep,
So,
got the vibe.
Yep.
What are you drinking tonight, Pokey Dude?
No,
If
I
you have
don't
anything.
actually have anything. I should probably get at least a cup of water or something.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with H2O, as endorsed by Bobby Boucher.
Actually, I'm going to
himself.
be right back. Just a second.
I
Let me
disagree.
get something.
You have perfect timing because I can
disagree,
introduce the
Gatorade's
guy on
better.
the right. Nope, water's better.
Gatorade.
Nope, water.
Gatorade.
Water.
What? It really sucks. Water sucks.
You don't mean that, Bob. And on the right-hand side, our indeterminately favorite Canadian, he's nada butt face.
Hello, everyone. It is me, not a butt face. I will be losing this race, as is tradition on Let's Racing Time. Tonight, I'm not drinking anything, because there's not enough substances in the world that'll wash out the taste of Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh no.
Oh
you need-
boy, I love this game! Or I used to. And I got the Sonic Brainworms, guys. I'm sorry that Blau is missing out on it. I hope to see you in the VODs on here. Because deep down in my heart, playing this game, I have a stupid smile on my face.
I'm
but
surprised.
it also turns to ash in my
Okay.
hands.
I'm surprised Blau isn't around just to heckle you.
I know. I would have thought he'd at least hop in chat on it. You know, like hang out.
All right, I'm
Right.
back.
Girl-
Girlface
still
knows,
too triggering
Girlface
for him.
knows what up. She's Team Gatorade. So there you go,
Hey
Dan.
man,
Suck it.
Gatorade, it's got electrolytes. That's what the plants crave.
Oh, you people! You're one of these days you will not have water and you will know true despair.
Look, Dan, I live in a place that has like some of the top tap water in the world. I'm with you on Team Water. But that said, I also do like to put the little juice squirties in it. Like they got, I don't know if you guys have it down there, Mio. Oh,
Mio, yeah, everybody's got it.
Yeah, we have various.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Blau does. That's how he makes Blau Major specials. He mixes
Yeah.
that stuff into seltzer.
Do we have a Pokedude back?
Yep, I'm here.
All
Then
right.
Shall we explain that we are racing Hero Story? We're not doing a full playthrough
Yeah.
of this, and time will start when we hit confirm on Hero. So if Dan would like to count us down,
Okay, I can do that. Everybody's got their controllers ready.
Yep.
What'll happen is I will count down 3, 2, 1, go. And go is when I will start the timer and when you hit your confirms.
Okay.
Counting down in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right,
I'm
Buttface, follow
I'm
me.
mashing the start button to skip every cutscene
yeah.
I can.
I'm assuming your implication is that a full playthrough would be both hero and dark mode.
Yep.
So that's,
Isn't
I
it
guess,
like
Sonic
30
and
levels
Shadow.
as opposed to 17?
I'm not sure the
I
exact
forget-
count, but yeah, actually, so
never
not only
have
do we
it.
do would a full playthrough be hero and dark, but after doing both of them unlocks the last story, which is another long level where you play as every character.
Oh well. I want to say you can beat last story in like what, 10 minutes?
So,
Well,
all
the
we're
problem
doing
with
right
timing
now,
last
first
story is that
playthrough
there's a
is like
time freeze
20.
mechanic, and like official speedruns count the time freeze. So
I mean,
I
all
had
we're
to put you
doing
guys
right.
on 1080p.
I mean, all we're doing right now is playing downhill from Skate or Die crossed with Crazy
shoot.
Taxi.
Alright.
So
well, I'm off to a bad start here.
Oh, you too, eh?
Oh, yes. I
Buttface keeps
remember
running
this.
into shit. So
So.
Oh, you're
you
assault
wanna,
slope.
you want to know the first time I've played this game was in McDonald's. Yeah,
Okay.
they used to have the little like GameCube setups.
Oh, hey,
And,
I
I
had
don't
you
know
one
went to
that
what
like
not
that
had
you
that.
went to fancy McDonald's then. Ours was just lucky if we had a play place.
Oh, ours didn't have a play place. That was the thing. It was they could.
Well, it's
set
like
up
depending
little,
on the franchisee, like you could get a place like back in our day with that had like a Play Choice 10 or something.
Oh yeah, Pokedude's a
you,
young
bud.
too, isn't he? So
Pokedude is not a young. I think Pokedude has got a good couple of years on me.
I'm 30.
that's
Yeah.
Still
a
younger
young.
than us.
That's a young. That's he's got a
As
decade.
I have
We've
like
got a
2
decade on him. So
My 40th birthday is in 2 months, so
yeah, mine's in August. So yeah, he's a young. So, yeah.
I
For
was-
Let's Racing Time, because Raz is the same age as me and Dan too. So
Yeah. I don't have. I keep
And
seeing
Blau's
lines of rings
35,
and
I
trying to
think.
dash through them.
Yeah, we don't
It's
have
not working.
that yet. That's
I know. Ah.
it's funny watching that controller overlay for Buttface.
Yeah, you like seeing how it's actually interpreting what I'm holding forward on?
Yes,
oh, I gotta be
that's,
looking at that. Like,
that's fascinating.
Yeah, it's real fascinating is one way to put it. It's gonna be a loud stream tonight, guys. Sorry.
I'm just.
I don't know
All
if
I'm
it could be
saying-
as loud as you were the other night during Alapalooza.
Jesus.
What were you mad about? I'm still lost on this.
So we
What
were
the-
doing UHF last night, Bob.
Yes. Yeah,
And so
UHF.
we watched.
We got it all on UHF.
We streamed UHF on Friday on Ricky's server. So we actually streamed the movie and did a riff tracks for it.
Yeah.
And then yesterday we recorded our album thoughts. And boy, UHF, woof.
See, I had UHF on the. I have the TV album, which is just random.
was only a
TV
Yeah,
feat.
that's
like-
what we reviewed. We reviewed
No,
the
no,
TV
the
album.
TV
No,
album.
I love the TV
Oh,
album. That's
the
one of
TV
my
there
favorite
was
album is
gigs.
albums.
separate from
Wait,
Yeah,
UHF.
it
wait,
starts
divided
with
things in the
it starts with
background.
Frank's 2000-inch TV has Money for Nothing. One
Sorry,
of the
I
best.
misunderstood.
Girlface,
Oh.
have you been listening to the previews of the edited Alapaloozas at least, or have you
I have,
been
I have
listening?
not. I've not sent them the previews.
Okay.
I have sent exactly 2 people 2 previews. and
Is
one
this
of them
like
was not a girl
Buttface
face, the
Rage?
first one.
Is this Buttface Rage recorded anywhere?
Yeah, I mean you'll hear it when it comes out. I mean if the problem is we've been doing our recordings on Tuesdays. You're busy on Tuesdays.
I know. Okay, next Tuesday, I do not have pool, so I will hop
Next
in
Tuesday,
for
as in
next
this
Tuesday.
coming Tuesday.
Yes,
or
this coming Tuesday.
Okay, so we're doing off the deep end this Tuesday.
I don't think I know that one. so,
That's the one
okay.
with Smells Like Nirvana on it.
Okay, that's the one I'm not. That's one of them I'm least familiar with.
But then the week
that
after
could-
that, we're gonna get to Alapalooza, and it's gonna fucking rule. Like, you guys will have to stop me from gushing about Jurassic Park for like 10 minutes.
Ah,
See,
God damn
mine
it.
are my I like.
Oh, you piece of shit!
running with.
Get
sci- I
back
like
here.
running with scissors and.
Have trouble
Bad
with
Hair Days
Bigfoot
is
there,
my favorite.
Buttface?
We haven't even
But-
gotten to those yet. We will, though.
Straight Outta Linwood is one of my favorites too. Albuquerque. So this is a boss.
Well, yeah. Look at this great friggin' camera work.
Like Mario 64 camera work.
Oh, fuck off. I would really appreciate.
Budface
Also,
is some weird fucked up gravity stage. So, I mean, Pokey Dude. Sorry.
no. Oh God, he's already on to.
Yeah, he's playing Knuckles.
Yeah. Can you please skip this cutscene faster?
So the Canuck is the one not playing Knuckles.
No, now I'm
that's
playing
weird,
Knuckles. Now I'm in Wild Canyon. We're there.
Though the canon is that Buttface is a bad Canadian, so whatever that
It's like,
means.
Girlface, though, if you're around when that's going on, you should absolutely join the server and hear the other side of the conversation.
Where is it? Oh no.
Fuck. Where is this? Where's this fucking thing?
Fucking thing.
Ah!
He's the
Well,
one you
I'm
hired
dead.
to
I'm
kill
already
the
dead.
fucking
I already
boogeyman.
died as Knuckles. It's
All right, well,
fine.
I'm done with Wild Canyon.
Wow, that was
The
quick.
double container. Yeah, because these are treasure hunts.
Yeah, these stages have the emeralds are in random locations every time, so
Oh. So if you
so
know
you
where
got
they
some RNG
are,
to deal
yeah.
with.
like, if you the game gives you hints that tell you where they are. If speedrunners will memorize all those hints so they know exactly where to go, but
Right.
we have not done
You
that.
know what? You know what hint I just got? A high place.
Yeah,
Like, fucking thanks.
So the
bud.
first hint is vague. The second one's a little more direct, and the third one tells you exactly where it is. But getting to the hint TVs can take a little time. So
fuck is a high place? There you are, motherfucker. Oh, and you also
So
can
this
just
boss
find them
here against
randomly
Eggman, you just spam fire button and you win.
at the bottom of a pillar. I swum to John. You're around here somewhere. Well, nope.
All right. Now in the Tails levels, he pilots a mech instead of running like you'd expect.
Dark place.
Because I mean, you can't just do the Tails hover thing. He
Yeah.
has to be in a Gundam.
Yep.
Well, because Tails sucks normally.
I like.
I mean, he's cool in Sonic Adventure 1. Like he's got that tail spin attack, and
I had whatever Tails Adventure on Game Gear. actually loved that game.
oh yeah, I
It's one
remember
of
playing
Sonic
the
game I
that on
actually
Sonic
loved.
Mega Collection. That was
The
interesting.
arrow pointing.
Yeah, I really loved it. Well,
Right.
it was the kind of the odd Metroidvania-esque thing where you got new, abilities and you went back to other locations. I loved it back then.
A
but-
fucking dark.
I mean, this
place.
was like 1994, so take that with a grain of salt.
You know, Buttface, I'm gonna be honest. I don't use the hint TVs. They just fly around the stage until the thing starts pinging.
Right. I still need the hint TVs to
So
be
do you
able
have
to,
like a Dragon Ball radar for the Chaos Emerald?
Yeah, that's my little blinky green thing at the
All right, here's a little speed
Yeah.
tech right here. I jumped over that rail so that when this gets to the top, I can just get right out instead of waiting for it to go back down. Saves a second. But,
Cool.
Yeah.
Ah, nice touch.
arrow pointing.
Of course, we have the obligatory. So jumping all over the rail saves you a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Right there.
Speaking of Sonic, Sonic Boom just came on Netflix this week.
Ooh.
So
I
I can catch up on that.
I never got to watch all of that.
Fucking Christ.
What
They,
is,
they always aired it at a
Dragon
weird
Ball.
time. Like,
what is Sonic Boom other than Guile's main attack?
It was their new attempt at a separate continuity franchise that they were doing. It's the one where people gave him crap because they
Yeah.
dared to color Sonic's arms slightly
well, I mean,
differently.
the character designs in general were kind of weird. Like Knuckles is like really
I like
bulky,
like
but-
Himbo Knuckles. Himbo
I have
Knuckles
seen
rules.
Yeah, so
I have
the
seen
thing is, so that was
clips of
that was
that in
a
Himbo
game that
Knuckles
came
3.
out, and then they also made a cartoon for it.
Correct.
The game is bad. The cartoon
It
is
has-
good.
Yeah, the game is bad. The cartoon is good. Like the cartoon is one of my absolute favorite jokes, where I can't explain it. They used to have a clip of it on YouTube, but I'm sure it got taken down. The short of it is it involves live action and somebody
Oh.
dressed up in a Sonic costume.
I didn't
right,
see
but
that.
they did
but-
that joke better in Chowder.
I mean,
But nobody watched Chowder.
I
so
watched
nobody-
Chowder.
I know you watched Chowder, Dan, but you're also Dan. So like.
Yes. So yeah, we need more Himbo Knuckles in our life.
Yeah. I mean, personally, we just need more himbos in life. But you know.
I mean,
I'm not doing any
DuckTales
favors.
2017. You know, it's got Storkules. I mean, he's
Hercules.
Storkules. He is like Himbo Prime in that show. Like, I mean, I don't care about like. I mean, I'm not like attracted to himbos, but I understand why people are, and I just think it's.
Dan.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Ah,
I
fuck.
understand why people are, and honestly, people have been doing really good work with that character archetype lately. So, bring on more himbos, I say.
My
Look,
favorite,
in terms of-
my personal favorite himbo representation.
Metal
in
Harbor,
media
favorite level.
is- God damn it, Pokedude! My favorite himbo
I-
representation in media is still from the all-females Ghostbusters with Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because Helmsworth he's born to play.
Oh,
He's good at
so
him. I
good.
mean, that Feig decided that an entire script, not having a script was a good idea, and it just so
shit.
happens that Hemsworth's actually pretty good at improv.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth is a hilarious comedic actor.
Yeah,
Him-
he is. He's very good.
See
Yeah.
him also in Cabin in the Woods. He's doing some great.
Oh,
work
he's so
there.
good in Cabin in the Woods. That's I still I maintain that I do not like the ending to it, but other than that, I love that movie.
Have
It's
I
such
told,
a great
have I
send
told
up of the
you
hard movie trope.
my ending theory for that movie is that they do have an unfilmed version of it. Like, there's a different script ending to that movie.
It would be better. It would
It
be
is
better.
confirmed that the final girl is not, in fact, a virgin, which is what is required for the for
Right.
the sacrifice.
Right.
So, the entire movie, she is acting like the fool.
Yeah.
And the guy who's actually the fool should be revealed at the end to be like, no, I'm a virgin, and then kills her and gets to survive and avert the apocalypse.
I mean, that would make a lot more sense. But the way it is the guy just
Oh,
ended
damn
up
it.
being like the most selfish dick on the planet. He's like, I can sacrifice myself, or you know what? I'm just going to let the entire human race die because
Which
I'm
is
a dickhead.
entirely out of character for how he's been
Well,
set up.
Exactly.
Screwed
Like,
up
I'm like,
some
right.
speed tech on Metal Harbor, but
Yeah, exactly. That's why I
Don't
was
worry,
kind
you
of,
can
whoa,
screw
that
up
was
as
cool.
much speed tech as you need to, bud. You keep that speed teching.
Yeah, there, bud. How Canadian of you, bud?
oh, by the way, did you know that you can finish this game without getting the light shoes? I'm not going to do that because it would.
Yes.
But
That kind of makes things. Well, do you really need the light shoes anywhere else?
Crazy Gadget is very difficult without the
I mean,
light
he
shoes.
would
yeah.
be.
Whoa!
Girl-faced. Is that really
Crazy
why
guy.
he likes Cabin in the Woods so much? He just likes Hemsworth as the himbo. Is that it? That's all this
No,
discussion. That's really all it is.
I just like Cabin in the Woods. I think it's a really smart.
It is a
script.
really good movie. Like
Also, the collapsible travel bong is
yeah.
an amazing.
I mean, it does a cool job because you want to know what all those other ghosts are. You know, like all the other possible haunts. It's kind of like.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Betrayal on House on the Hill?
No.
Oh god, that's such a cool game. It's
Oh, I need to. Like, it's on the
oh
list
god, I
of
love
getting
it. It's
together
one of my
with-
favorite games. But every haunt is the haunt
That's
that ends
cutscene.
up coming up and changes the game. Everyone is different and has different rules. So it's really cool. There's like something like 46 of them. But I mean, the movie made you want to know what
Oh,
those
God,
other
okay,
haunts
well,
were. You know,
I didn't
like
get to go to the one up because I wasn't holding the direct exact angle I needed to. That's fine.
I'm about to make Shadow eat his words, so.
yeah,
Ah!
you're not
Say
even
the
good enough to
line.
be my fake. Shadow just seems like 90s angst
Oh.
Sonic is all he is. Like angsty 90s Sonic.
Gotta be honest, I don't know a clean way to do this fight, but I only have a rough idea how it works.
Oh,
You swim
Are
in
you,
the
are you
ground.
gonna say hi to Big in the ground there?
I'm playing the GameCube version. He's not there.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I waved
That's
to
sad.
him on City Escape, so.
Yeah, the GameCube version removed all references to Big. Oh, god damn it. I'm not sure
Yeah,
why they did that. I guess
there's-
because Nintendo players wouldn't know who Big is since they hadn't released Sonic Adventure 1 yet.
They don't have you fight Rouge 2 times. They only have you fight her the once,
Yep.
right? Thank goodness, because all of those character fights are just a complete crapshoot. to
Yeah.
me.
Well, the first Tails one, or the first, the first mech
Oh yeah,
one is
Eggman
easy,
1
but-
is nothing.
Yeah.
Why is the level you're in but face just the big shell? They decided they wanted a Metal Gear level in Sonic.
Come on.
Reasons.
There we go.
I hope you're
Jeez.
going to enjoy the rocket launch in a minute.
Well, the Sonic
Well,
got.
I'm
So-
on the rocket launch. And
Yeah, the
Well,
story
now
is that
the AI
Shadow
name-
was causing problems, and then the army misidentified Sonic as him, and then they captured Sonic and arrested him, and then Amy
yeah,
broke him out.
everyone in the Sonic universe is colorblind.
Yeah. Well, it was
Yeah.
nighttime. It was dark. They couldn't.
Yeah, all of a sudden with the rocket launch, we went into Saints Row 4, and the only thing we're missing is it playing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing as you're climbing up the rocket.
God, Saints Row 4 is such a good game. I just
I wish I
replayed
could play it.
And me too.
I have it on Steam, but the fucking controller won't work with it, and I cannot play that on mouse
Have
and
you
keyboard.
Have you tried putting it into big picture mode?
Yeah, the big picture mode has an option to make your whatever controller you're using think it's an Xbox controller, and then
Is it? Because it will not recognize the PS4 as an Xbox
Every time
controller.
I have controller issues, I just swap things over to big.
Okay,
can
I'll
show you
try
that. I can show
Because
you
I
the
want to
step
play
by
it
step.
so bad. Like I played a little bit of it with what I've been able to get it to work, but I can't control it well enough. So I've had it forever.
No, anytime I have controller issues, big picture mode is
Big
the
picture mode.
answer.
Okay, I'll try that.
So
next time I
it's
play
not
it.
you don't just switch to big picture mode. Like you go into the settings and then there's like a controller compatibility option, and then
Can you fucking get over here, you piece of shit hedgehog?
I'll play around. That makes sense. I'll play around with it next time I try to do it.
Buttface, would you say you hate that hedgehog?
Oh, this fucking hedgehog. It's not even a
oh
hedgehog.
yeah, I should
it's
point
an
out
alien.
like it'll make your computer think that your PS4 controller is an Xbox controller for everything. So you gotta turn it off again if you want to use something that's compatible with PS4 controller.
Oh, it already does. Every game I play, it thinks it's an Xbox controller. I
Right.
just get used to it telling me that L1 is left bumper. Like it thinks every game I play. Like I use the PS4 one, but it thinks every game I play it does it to Xbox. So I just make myself learn the difference.
So, do we want to get into the fact that the lore for Shadow is he's the illegitimate offspring of Satan and an alien?
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Oh,
Sonic
shoot.
didn't need to be more
Well,
fucked up,
that's
but we just
bad.
did it.
That was really bad. I just lost within the time.
Pokey, did you ever end up doing a full Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough of every route?
No, I did. I fought each boss once, and then I went into my completed save file and did the true ending.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I wouldn't expect
Yeah.
anything more.
I want to do a full playthrough, but that game is not good. Like if you just
Look, man,
completing the
there's-
levels,
there's
it's fine, but
too
the alternate objectives are awful.
There
This
is
is some-
way too much content in that game, and I'm saying that to
Yeah.
someone who streams Fate.
This is some insanely precise platforming to be a 3D Sonic game.
It's
I
not as
don't
bad
have
as it
any
looks. The
range.
homing attack is pretty aggressive.
Okay, because it looks really bad. I'm just telling you,
Ooh,
it
right
looks
up the
like
wall there.
you kind of.
Yeah. So
You could have
the
just
funny
you
thing
could have
about
just said that no, this is extremely hard, and what I'm doing is really impressive, and nobody would have known the difference. So
Hey, Bob, what I'm doing is incredibly hard, and this is very impressive that I have not managed to fly off. All right.
I believe you.
I mean, you guys are both on the same level, so I mean that's something.
Yeah, I can't tell if Buttface is actually caught up. I think he kind of has a little bit. I think he's made some good progress.
He's
back.
made
I
up
don't know
some
how.
time, but Pokey
Yeah.
just beat the level,
Yeah, yeah.
so Buttface is not too far behind him.
I
honestly,
am
the
going
Emerald
to
hunting
finish
stages
the game
are
within 3 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Me
The Emerald
treat
Hunting stages
you
are the equalizer
bad.
because they're random.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, don't go off the edge.
Yeah,
of
you
the
said
fucking
far
thing.
behind, so you got me singing Candlebox. There you go, Dan. That was your fault.
Oh yeah, but about Shadow the Hedgehog. So if you want to do like a truly 100% playthrough of that game, you literally have to beat it over 300 times. Because like every
What?
possible route through the game is a separate ending and that gets logged. Like
Oh my god.
And yeah, there's.
but
there's
yeah, you just
30
have to beat it
different
10 times to get to
stages
the true ending. But
that all have like a good, neutral, bad, and so it's just this branching tree
Yeah.
of nonsense.
What is in the glass jar that you didn't hit right there?
Probably rings or whatever. Those are
Yeah.
the TVs of this game.
Yeah,
for what it's
yeah.
worth.
Okay, gotcha. Those are the T. Okay, fair enough.
Even though in the Knuckles stages there are TVs, those are different. Those are the hint TVs.
So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
in some kind of fucked up Halloween
Twin-
town.
oh, God,
Nightmare.
No,
Nightmare Before Christmasville.
Dan, you're gonna need to put on Pumpkin Hill if we're in Pumpkin Hill.
yeah. This is
King
one
I
of
don't
the best
care
tracks
what
in the
Sonic
game.
music you play, but Pumpkin
Okay,
Hill
well.
is on the list.
King of the Pumpkin Hill.
God damn it! I didn't press anything and I just flew off the stage.
Oh, your delay is so hilarious because you're still not off the stage.
Watch
right
my
now.
controller input
Oh,
and watch where I
jeez.
just run off.
Oh, your input though showed you going dead sideways.
Okay.
Like your stick moved
God.
dead
The
sideways.
hints
when
in
you did
Pumpkin
that.
Hill are not helpful. Okay,
I, mean,
here
I don't know
we go.
if you actually hit it or not, but the control stick went dead to the right when you went off to the right. Do it, Dan. Whoa.
Bull. No, wait. If you want Hank, you want bull.
Whoa.
Yeah, we saw it. I mean, it's official. King of the Hill's coming back.
I know they just got to listen to ours. As long as Mike Judge is involved with it, I'm
Yeah, he
copacetic
is.
with
Him and
it.
Greg
yeah.
Daniels are both involved.
Yeah, as long as they're doing
Okay.
it, it'll be good. I have faith.
So
I
you're
wonder
saying
if they're
that
gonna do time skip or not. I hope
Yeah,
they
that's
do.
The
You're
original
saying that
talk,
the-
I think, is that they were like when they were first kind of floating it, but
You're saying that the hints in Pumpkin Hill are bad. At least it's not Rouge's Emerald stage where they just straight up lie to
Oh,
you.
that was in for Mad Space, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mario Galaxy one.
Yeah, so at that level, the hints, they're either, they're either written backwards or they tell you the exact opposite of where they are.
Up, my guy.
Yeah, like, that
My
stage
God.
has some gravity mechanics that do not age well.
Tombstone.
most
Guardian.
don't.
You near Church Mountain. Is that Church Mountain or is that Church Mountain?
Church Mountain
I
is the
can't
one with the church
fucking
on it.
say.
What is Knuckles'
Yeah, I'm at the
particular
bottom.
skill? I guess he glides or
yep.
something.
He can glide,
Yeah.
and he can also, after this level, he can also dig.
So is like I could get an echidna digging, but like, why would an echidna be able to glide?
Why
I
can
don't know,
a
he's been able
hedgehog
to do
run at
that
supersonic
since
speed?
Sonic 3.
I mean, they curl up into a ball at least. I mean,
And tails can also fly, and
he has two tails, and it's like a propeller thing. I
well,
mean,
how do the tails spin? Would they get tangled up?
I don't know. I mean,
He has
counter
a
rotate. I
he
mean, the
has a
counter. I mean,
rotatable ass.
I mean, to be honest with you, the counter rotation's not there, so technically he should just go in circles if he's trying to use his tail to fly. I mean, maybe one tail provides the counter rotor for a
Fuck off,
helicopter.
train!
A rank.
Fuck! Jesus. I can't see shit. I also can't find
I
this
mean, Knuckles has been
fucking
gliding
road.
since Sonic 3, so
Yeah. My Sonic lore is non-existent, so.
Is it on the fucking train?
Though I do maintain when we were talking about
God
cartoons,
damn it!
I actually liked both of them, but the more serious of the USA cartoons was quite good. I
Well,
absolutely
here's the
loved
thing.
it.
It's like appreciation for adventures
Yeah.
of Sonic the Hedgehog has come back around as
Yeah.
years have gone by.
The funny
No.
one was okay too.
Yeah, because I think people have kind of come around on the cartooniness of it.
how do you feel about Sonic Underground?
Less said about it, the better.
I will maintain though, I did enjoy the Sonic one, but I thought it was the inferior one because I liked the Street
Fuck is
Fighter,
this?
Mortal Kombat, and Wing Commander one better than I did the Sonic.
Oh, Street Fighter.
I
So
loved
when
the
you
Street
said-
Fighter one. I mean,
When
it's
it
not as
said-
good as the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. That's god tier. But
I think with all the stuff they've been doing lately with Street Fighter, I think they could pull off another series these days. And
I
it'll
think they
probably be
could.
pretty good.
I loved it. I mean, I'm a Ken fan, and Ken was the chosen one, not Ryu in the cartoon. So of course I'm going to be copacetic with it.
Pumpkin
They had
Charge.
that was my
I don't
first
think
introduction
I ever
to
saw
Akuma.
the Street Fighter cartoon. Like the
I
only reason I
enjoyed
even
it.
saw the Sonic ones is because of reruns, but
The Mortal Kombat one was actually pretty good. Jax had his metal arms, and it was. They were. I mean, USA was pretty good back in the day. It had a lot of competitive cartoons. I'm just saying. I mean, He-Man
Well, they
was
were
on
just
USA
taking like
in the 80s.
syndication packages.
Yeah, all of my He-Man watching was on USA.
God, I would love to be able to have a fucking camera.
Now TNT held their own too, like Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. That was an S tier.
and I just had Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network growing up, so
See, Nickelodeon. Well, yeah, but your Nickelodeon will be a lot different than mine and Dan's.
I mean
Nickelodeon.
Rugrats ran for a really long time, so
It did, yeah. The original Nicktoons were Doug and Rugrats, and then they
Yeah.
added Ren and Stimpy, and then Rocco's Modern Life.
I had
Which I still love
Teletoon,
Rocco's Modern
the
Life.
Canadian channel.
So I predate Toonami because, like, my DBZ watching, new episodes came out before they did the original Toonami.
I think DBZ
lineup.
ended before I actually got Cartoon Network, but
Yeah. Well, so they started
Fuck
with
you,
the
bud.
Saiyan saga, and they aired new episodes at 9 o'clock. There was a
Yeah.
9 and a 10, a 9 and a 9:30, and that's before Adult Swim. And then they started at the original Toonami lineup, and it would
Pumpkin
be at
Hill only
4,
took
but
4
you would
minutes.
still get the new episodes at 9. And then Adult Swim was the best fucking thing ever because you had that's how I got introduced to Cowboy Bebop, Yu Hakusho, Gundam Wing.
I didn't watch those
Which-
until much later, and that was
Oh
like
God,
I
I
was in
love
college.
those. Those are Outlaw Star was the next one, and those are probably my 4 favorite altogether animes.
God,
those
Mission
together.
Street is a piece of shit.
It's better than Hidden Base, Budface. I'll
Yeah,
They're all pieces of shit.
I say
Though I
Mission
admit
Street's
Yu Yu
one of the better
Hakusho goes
Tales
downhill.
levels. But
Yu Yu Hakusho goes downhill after the Dark Tournament. The Dark Tournament's God tier, and then everything after that's kind of meh.
I still have a soft spot for Inuyasha.
I love Inuyasha, dude.
it's one I have not seen. Like,
I love Inuyasha. I've
The
still
thing
got
about
the 3 first Inuyasha movies on DVD.
The thing about Inuyasha is that you have to be down with the fact that whatever ongoing plot they have is secondary to the fact that it's just a weekly adventure show.
Oh, it
and
is.
You
So I
you
love
have
that.
to you have to be okay with that. And
But it
I'm
had
okay
good
with it.
characters. It had good voice acting. I loved Richard Cox and
I
Monica
met
Story. Yeah.
whatever her name was that played
Kagome?
Sango.
Oh, I don't know who did Sango. Monica Story is
Uh,
Kagome.
But I met her once at a convention that I was vending at. We were at like some VIP party or whatever. So I mean, I just had an opportunity to
Fuck
talk
off!
to her for like
God.
5 minutes.
You met the I can't remember her name to save my life, but me and my cousin met the
right, time for
woman-
Aquatic Mind.
the person that does like Winry, in Full Metal Alchemist. She
Oh,
was super
yeah.
sweet.
Was that?
Like she was really cool. She was super sweet. I met now I did meet and I've got an autograph from him. What's his first name? Daniel
Water
Clark.
level.
Does sell younger Tagoro,
I'm
Handsome
watching.
Jack and Handsome Jack.
Alright, so, Budface, I will say
He was
I
a cool
have
dude.
practiced Mission Street a lot when I was like, a couple years ago, because
Mm-hmm.
the level is annoying if you don't know about all the little bits.
Yeah, he is not having a good time on this level.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I cannot remember. So one of the Girlface, one of the outros, and I can't. It's Dearest. That's what it is. It's Ayumi Hamazaki. Dearest is still one of my favorite songs that I don't know the language to.
Fucking whatever. Just splat me because I can't fucking.
I
avoid
love
it, even
that
though I know you were
outro,
there.
and the one where
There's a
Kagome's
trap.
on the one where Kagome's on like the Ferris wheel. God, I love that one. That's such a good song.
My favorite bit in Inuyasha will always be whenever Shippo had to do like his crayon drawings, because I love stuff that's just drawn well in crayons.
Oh yeah, it's always funny. Moroku was always cool.
have
Sesshomaru
you-
was a badass.
If you like well-drawn crayon things, Dan, have you looked at anything by Krug Smash?
No.
Sounds German.
The Dwarf Fortress YouTube channel.
Oh
No.
wow.
He does beautifully illustrated Dwarf Fortress playthroughs that are all done in this crayon style.
So
And it is
how do you spell
That's
that?
the thing.
Have, just,
KRUGSMASH, I believe.
just link it
Might
in
be
chat
too cheap.
after the stream, and I'll take a look at it.
Krug Smash. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, is that on
looking.
the other side of a wall, maybe? Shoot.
Yeah, I was kind of depressed because of one of my professors
Fuck
in
off!
art school did a lot of this really cool crayon work. And it turns out that,
You're right.
I mean, he was an old guy 20 years ago when I was in college, and I
God
found
damn
out
it.
that he
Oh,
that
here
he
we go.
passed away
Oh.
maybe like a year or two ago. And I mean, he had a good run. I think he was like 85 when he died. So
Oh
you know,
yeah.
He had
I
a
put
good
it
run.
in meme. I put it in memes, Dan.
But like
Yeah,
he I was like, some stupid 19, 20-year-old kid, and seeing what he could
No, I
do
can
with
see
crayons,
the fucking gold.
It was just unreal.
it blew my mind.
Oh, I've got a one of my
Oh,
one of
butt
my
face.
one of my I've got extended family. Like he's like a brother to me, whatever. But he's an artist and is the most talented artist I've ever personally known. What I've watched Donald do with, he decided he wanted to do origami with dollar bills at one point, and just made the most insanely precise things with dollar bills you've ever seen. He got into fruit carving at one point and made these
Fruit carving?
he made like Albert Dürer level carvings out of fruit. It's just the dude is unreal what he can do. He's a big pre-Raphaelite guy, so the ultra realism, and it's just it's insane to see people that are that talented.
Yeah, the plane decided not to bomb me that time, so I guess I made it to the end. Whoopee! Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm done
Why
with
is
Aquatic
Tails-
Mind, by the way.
Why is Tails always in the Gundam? Is it just they decided that Tails sucked, so he has to be in a Gundam?
They
the
needed
whole
something
time?
more unique than Sonic's.
Hovering.
Well, no, they needed a counterpart to Eggman for that. When you play
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that too.
Dark Story, you play as Eggman in a Gundam.
All right, here's the
which makes
racing
sense.
level.
Are we also just
Jesus Christ!
Are we also just forgetting the fact that are they just assuming that everybody loves Gundams? Because Gundams.
Okay, so here's some speed tech that I don't fully understand, but apparently if you go into drift mode like this, you can maintain your speed better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So S tier Gundams, Epion, and Endless Waltz Wing Zero.
So, okay, so normally you can't really turn that tightly during these segments. You're just kind of going straight away, but if you let go of the gas and then turn and then hit it again, you'll go into a drift, and then if you can maintain that drift and for better turning, and I think it also increases your speed cap.
Narrow path.
Oh, I also have an insane, all-abiding and consuming love for G Gundam, despite the fact that it's supposed to be kind of a silly.
G
shit.
Gundam is great.
Like
I
Marshall-
love that,
and,
especially the dub.
put- Oh God! Erupting, burning finger. Take this, my rage, my sorrow, and all of my. Or no, it's my rage, my anger, and all of my sorrow. Whoever did Domon, man, he just ruled it. He just chewed the scenery in everyone.
I think that's actually the only Gundam series I've watched to completion.
Really, God, Gundam Wing is is the best thing ever made.
I've heard the new
Oh, I
series
fucking love-
is pretty good.
The Iron Blood and Orphans one.
No, the one that's airing right now was
Oh, I
Witch
don't
from
know that one.
Mercury.
Okay, I've heard Iron Blood.
I
and
tried
Orphans
watching
is
Iron Blood and
actually
Orphans. I
pretty
couldn't get into it, but
Yeah. I didn't really get into Gundam Seed that much. I tried and I never could finish it. I loved 8th Mobile Suit Team. Gundam 00. I watched that one and liked it a lot.
Where the fuck?
I'm not a big UC guy, the original content. I've watched all of Mobile Suit Gundam, but I mean, Char's cool, but I mean, I was not. That really was never kind of my thing. I like to Gundam Wing a lot better in the offshoots.
Wooden box, steel beam. Gotcha.
After
Where?
Colony
Don't
instead
know.
of Universal Century.
The ghost room. The ghost room.
Now-
I
To be fair,
No.
Outlaw Star might be my all-time favorite anime, but it's pretty close. Chrono Crusade's really good.
Okay, room caution ghost.
Dude, I'm like
Got
going
it.
all weeb in this stream, but okay.
Hey, Ed, you do what you need to do to get through Sonic, man.
I mean,
Alright,
I'm a
I'm
guy
gonna
that's
give
watched.
BuzzFeed a chance to
I'm a
catch up
guy
and
that's
watch the
watched
next
all of
cutscene.
Elfen Lied. I'm a guy that's watched all of Elfen Lied and enjoyed it. Just saying.
Definitely was,
Green
it was
line.
alright. I also read the manga. It got weird, but
Yeah. Now, manga. The god tier manga is Berserk.
never read
Berserk
Berserk.
is one of the best things. Berserk is one of the best things ever written in the history of time. Like
Local
Berserk.
Dark Souls fan likes Berserk. News at 11.
Yeah.
So
fuck
here's
you,
the scene where the
Buttface.
president's assistant talks. But
Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
Look, Bob, you don't have
Berserk
enough
is-
balls about that.
No, Berserk is god tier. Berserk is
Oh,
just
I believe
it's
you.
unreal.
Everyone I know
how
says
good it
Berserk is great, but also. local
should I
Dark
watch the
Souls
anime
fans-
of Berserk?
The
No.
anime, well, the original anime is not bad, but the problem is like so there's decent ones, but the problem with Berserk is all the animes do the
Oops, shoot.
do the Band of the
I hate
Hawk
Hidden
arc,
Base.
like the Golden Era arc, and that is literally like the intro to Berserk, and like that's all
Yeah,
they
I've
do. is
seen
they
quite a
do
few
up to
anime
the
where they only
material.
do the first arc and then never pick up another
Yeah.
season.
And I don't know why they keep doing
Well,
that because
well,
that's,
anime exists primarily to promote the source material. So
Yeah.
sometimes they don't have no need to go for another season, unless
That's
unless the
fair.
anime itself did really well. But
I mean, there's good ones like I love Soul Eater. That's one of my favorites. I
well, Soul
kinda
Eater
wanna watch
ended
Fire
up
Force.
catching up to the manga, then it split off, and then they did its own
Yeah.
filler stuff, and that was not
There you
good.
are.
Well, I mean, did it keep going after they beat? Like, I thought Soul
Well,
Eater
so
ended.
like the last I think like the last third of that show was like just made up for the anime. It didn't follow
Oh.
the manga at all.
And that does actually where it gets weak because
Yeah.
like you have to like they make a throwaway reference to the fact that Maka can do an exorcism arc that nobody else can do, and that's how she beats like whatever the I can't remember his name, but the final bad guy.
Yeah,
And, like,
the
unless you, like,
the last episode of the show
really-
is awful.
It is. It's not good. The last episode, like the rest of the series is incredible, but that last one is just not good. But like you had to like pay super close attention to it to get why she was able to do what she did. And I'm like, you just didn't sell it well in the end, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not uncommon, you know. I mean, look, I will go on record. I actually enjoy both versions of Full Metal Alchemist, but the original version is batshit crazy. Like it just doesn't make any sense. The ending is weird.
Have you
I
seen
just-
Fire
I-
Force?
No, that was what I was gonna say. It looks really good.
Fire
I
Force
kinda
is
wanna
good.
watch
Like,
it.
I'm hoping
'Cause
it
it's
gets
like-
another season at some point.
It's like arguably in the same universe or whatever as.
There's
It's really similar to Soul Eater.
yeah,
Like, it's
so
the same art.
there are
yeah.
references to Soul Eater in it. There's like
Yeah.
I've heard like fan theories that they're actually connected, but I haven't really looked into it that much.
You know
I
what I love about
do
this
for
race level is that
Shonen
you
or
just
whatever.
get
I
fire
actually
steel
do
balls.
really enjoy Demon Slayer. Like I think it's
Yeah, Demon
it's
Slayer
one of
is
the-
excellent.
It is like the art is S tier.
Yep.
Like it's
That's
it's-
UFO Table, one of the best animation studios in
Oh
Japan.
yeah.
What were you saying, Buttface?
I was saying the thing I love about this race level is that you just hear tire squeals the entire
Oh,
time.
yeah.
You're supposed to be drifting.
I like My Hero Academia a lot too.
Yep,
Like I
that's
think it's
another
a
good
real,
one.
Yeah, I think it's a really good examination on like the nature of heroes and heroism.
The latest
And,
season's
like-
gotten pretty heavy. Like,
I haven't seen it past where he. I have a hard time. So look, I will admit subbed is usually better, but it's hard for me to watch subs.
yeah, it's I
Because, like,
understand that.
It
like-
records you to pay
yeah.
attention
The-
the,
the dub
entire
for My
time.
Hero
And it
Academia is
does,
good,
and that's
too.
difficult for me to have time to do that. Like it's just I don't.
But it's
have,
also when you're reading subtitles, it's like it means you're spending more time concentrating on the subtitles than
Yeah.
like if you actually just want to watch the visuals.
Yeah,
It is- it
sometimes
is a
I
little
will
hard.
watch a show subbed, then go back and watch it dubbed, and I'll like notice more that's happening on the screen.
Yeah, Bob, you got to watch Spy
Surprising.
Family.
Oh,
Yeah, I do
Surprising
want to
Family
watch
was
good.
Spy Family. Like, I do want to watch that one.
Yeah.
That's on the list of things to watch.
Surprising nobody, the anime that I watch are just the weird fucked up ones like Serial Experiments Lane or Paranoia Agent.
I've watched
Those
a
are before my
lot of
time.
Old
man.
stuff, man.
Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of. I've watched like Kino's Journey.
Well,
My
Pyramid
buddy
Cave,
had
I know
all
some
of them.
speed tech for this one, but I
Yeah,
not
Art the
consistent.
Lad, the original Art the Lad. Martian Successor Nadesico. That was a really good one.
But it's all the normie ones too, like Cowboy Bebop,
No, Last
Evangelion.
Exile. I own Chrono Crusade and I own Last Exile. And Last Exile is one of my favorites. I think that one is beautiful.
I don't want to play mini game cards. Stop it.
Yeah. God, because I watched
So
like
you're
my
already
buddy
through
would
Hidden
buy
Cave,
them
right?
all, and
I
I
am
would
on
borrow
Pyramid
them
Cave
from
right
him.
now.
So yeah, I watched so many of them back in the day before streaming. It was unreal.
You know what I'm going to put
Just-
on the schedule one night is Sonic Racing.
Oh, like Sonic R or one of the kart racers?
No, Kart Racer.
Oh.
Like Sonic Racing Transform.
Oh yes,
because
yes.
I'm pretty sure we all
Please,
have it.
I will
I've
be
heard
happy to join you
that's
guys for
good.
that.
I don't have it, but I'll grab it.
That is one of the best car racers ever.
We used to play that on Ricky's stream a lot. We haven't
Yeah,
done it in a
and
long
I always
time.
won.
Fuck.
Oh, I want to try one trick
So
here. Come on.
you're a whole letter ahead of, or level ahead of
Yeah,
me,
I'm
right?
gonna
Okay.
try and this is wasting my time now, but I'm gonna try it for a speed strat here, just to show it off. Oh, almost. Yeah, it's like thankfully I'm way ahead of Buffet, so I got time to mess this up a few times.
Yeah.
But
I kind
Right,
of like
yeah.
that they went back to the like Egypt levels for this, because that is one of the cooler zones from
I
Sonic
can't
3.
do it. I pulled it off in practice, but it's not working here. So what happens if you do it? If you do a bounce right into the wall like that, it'll change for your forward momentum to upward momentum. Then you can
Okay.
just go like right over the wall there, and then end up over here without having to put the key in.
Oh, that's cool. I see
Yeah.
what you're trying to do. Yeah, you just got to hit it. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the Jesus clip in
Oh, you're
SMB3. You just have to hit it perfectly.
There's another clip
oh,
right
the
here
one
that's
that
even
skips
harder.
The entire level by going through the wall.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck off,
Yeah, I
God.
was say, Mitch Firepower's
This one I
last
can't get
world
at all. I
record when
pulled
he
this off
said he
once in
actually got
practice,
he
but
actually pulled off
you can
the
just-
Jesus clip in it.
You just clip right through
Sorry.
this door if you spin dash
do
at
you?
it the right way, but got to go the long way to get the key.
Yeah. Sorry.
Out of here.
interrupt you,
Well,
but
you
you
know what? I'm over here now. It's fine. Everything's
It's not
fine.
bad.
I would like a ring, preferably. Although no, Tails doesn't matter about rings so much.
And you do need to collect rings to
Not die.
yeah, because he has a
but
health bar instead of strictly from rings. The thing is, you
Yeah,
can
but I
die
just-
even if
I
you
had-
have rings because of
I
the
had
health
the
bar.
immediate panic in Sonic of I have no rings, I have no
Yeah.
rings, I have no rings.
Oh, that was cool, but that was cool, Pokedude. Like,
I-
got all those rings
yeah,
in like one little spin.
That
right
wasn't
there.
even intentional. That I completely happened by accident.
That was impressive. Yeah. I'd never known the difference. I thought that was skill.
But so, yeah, so that was the light speed dash, which lets you move along a trail of rings. Usually, it only works in a straight line, but in
Yeah.
some spots you can get a circle like that too.
Well, you know, you get weird things. So, like, you know, he was making fun of me for the Dark Souls thing, but I remember playing, which Dark Souls is it? There's one fight with a, there's one fight in it that with a giant knight that has a shield in it. I don't remember if it's 2 or if
That's
it's
2. That would
3.
be the I want to say like the smelter.
I think so, yeah. So, like, the first time I played it, I was doing straight sword and board, you know, shield and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And every other fight, you circle to the right. You circle to the sword side. And I kept doing
gets me
that,
every
and he
time.
kept beating the shit out of me. And then I thought, well, what happens if I circle towards his shield like I'm a southpaw? And I beat the shit out of him when I did that.
Yep.
But I love that. I love that about that game, is that literal weird things like that can make all
so
the
many
difference
ghosts!
in the
Get
world.
off me!
You never would circle towards the shield because you wouldn't think you could hit him. But in
I
that
have to
time,
pull
it
this
You
off.
worked.
just turn slower.
Yep.
Ugh.
Fine, we'll do it the hard way. God damn it! I hate that I can't
Like
pull
I
off the
told
super
you, I'm
bounce
trying to
today.
get to where I'm doing no shield entirely. Like I do almost. The
Just
last
do
time I
ninja
did,
flip.
the last time I did Dark Souls 2, I did a, I did a hybrid sorcery faith run.
I like
only,
hearing
where I didn't do
PokeDude
any
say
physical
doing
stuff.
things the hard way. Because doing things the hard way is the way to do things on Let's Racing Time.
Oh, doing things the hard way was called doing things the butt face way.
Well, doing things the hard way is that one part in VVVVV that is terrible.
There's one part in VVV that is terrible. I mean, that's a cool game, but there's a lot of terrible parts in that game. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying there's some terrible parts in it.
All right.
I will
God, I
give
gotta
Ricky
do-
this because I've tried and I haven't. I got
Oh,
probably
my death
50% through Baba Is You without doing any hints.
I
Ricky
do not.
hundoed it without hints, and I don't think I'm capable of that.
Yeah, I
I-
tried
I've
playing
done
Baba Is You. I
really
got pretty
well
far,
in
but
it.
I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I've done really well in it without doing hints, but I'm never gonna hundo it without doing
I
hints.
have done the entirety of the main world, and then I got to the twist in Baba, and I got
Yeah.
a little ways into that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make myself mad playing this.
My
I'm
problem
just
is,
not.
if you go, like, I haven't played it in forever, and if you're not just constantly playing it, you almost have to start over because you forget all of the
Yeah.
tiny little tricks it teaches you to do.
I play a lot of Sokoban.
I
games.
broke it at one point. I did something with it didn't intend you to do, and I kind of fucked the game up. But
Oh, made it through. Holy shit! Didn't think I had time.
you got all the time.
I have the turnip. I have placed the turnip.
The turnip of power.
I mean, it is the turnip.
Yeah,
of
Baba's
power.
name of Baba's. I really like
the
it.
heck is
Like,
this emerald?
it's a really well balanced, interesting puzzle
Oh,
game.
great. Thanks for the hint, TV. That
I just
helps
it's
a ton.
so hard to have time to play shit like that. I've got it. I know you and look, Budface. I know you and Raz do like the puzzle game thing or whatever. I've got a bunch of them. You know, like the shit. What's it called?
God, fuck you.
I've got a bunch of them that are pretty cool that are like that. That are like the adventure point and click style thing. Like the.
I've got a single ping. Are you kidding me? Hey, by the way, about these treasure hunting levels,
Yeah.
it'll only ping for the emerald that you're currently searching for. If you're right next to a different emerald, it won't show anything.
Yeah. It's gross that way, isn't it?
Weird thing is, Sonic Adventure 1 will ping every emerald
Yeah.
that you're close to. So I don't know why they
I
changed
have-
it for this one.
I have lucked into just walking into the right emerald before, and it's handy.
With the green flame.
well,
Oh, jeez.
Robot shot me, that's fine.
So I've got shit like the Pains Creek killing that I really like and are really cool that are like
I need to
puzzle
play
crime
that
adventures.
still.
It's really cool. Like it is. But my problem is like if I play them by myself, I just sit there and beat my head against the wall forever, so I don't think they're good for streaming. But I would
Yeah, I'm
love
restarting
to
this
play
level.
something like that with chat participation. You
Well,
know,
and
like, hey,
that's-
let chat play this as long as that's something that people were interested in doing.
That's
You
part
know?
of why Raz and I do it together, so that we can bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah, well, that was Uninvited. Me and Dan puzzled our way through Uninvited, but I did a lot of it through memory, but I couldn't have done it without Dan.
Can't
Yeah,
When
lie.
I got
well-
stuck, he helped me.
Bet and the
Yeah,
out.
because you need. I like doing teamwork on those puzzle games because
I would love to do that. You
Fuck
know, like with
you,
some of those.
Baltimore.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
home
Are
of
you like? Are
challenge
you watching The
pissing.
Wire all of a sudden?
Oh, got
Like
a
you're
ping,
all
finally.
like
Bob,
Clay.
have you
You're all
never-
like Clay Davis corrupt shit.
Bob, have you never
Huh?
seen Big
No,
Bill
we
Hells?
showed Bob that last week.
Big
No, we
Bill
showed
Hill.
we showed Ricky that.
No, we showed Bob.
You showed me
last
that.
week.
Wasn't that the auto dealer?
Yes. it
Bob,
was-
yeah, the crazy auto dealer. I don't remember
Yeah.
the fuck you Baltimore part, but
That's
yeah.
it. Oh, that's what it opens with.
Fuck. It just says. I didn't remember that.
He goes,
It just says
"Fuck you, Baltimore." That's right. Down at Big Bill Hells, we've got the baddest used cars at the worst prices. If you buy one of our cars, you're an absolute motherfucker.
Well, you know the worst
Yeah, yeah,
part
I know
about
that
Big Bill
feel.
Hills about that one is that sound like literally there's a chain in Huntsville called McCurry Motors that literally is just Big Bill Hills. Like they're the
Beauty and the
kind that put the
Beast.
governor on the motor, and if you don't pay, they'll shut your car off while you're driving it.
Well, yeah, but they don't call you a motherfucker in commercials.
Oh, they pretty much do. I mean, they fuck you over. Like they're the definition of predatory lending. You know,
well, buy
if
here,
it weren't
pay
for the
here.
fact that the federal government limited usury to 33% instead of 50 like it used to be, which, hey, shout out my the CEO for my company had played a big part in that. Like that was his thing. Like he was part of that legislature that got it limited to 33%.
If I have an incredibly fast,
He's a
death
cool dude.
chamber-
He's not like look.
If you can
I'm
get to
spot-
the red chamber fast, like you might pass
Yeah.
me.
Well,
Boss
here's
or
the
whatever.
thing though. You're gonna smoke me at that ghost boss because I can't cycle it to save.
Oh
my
yeah,
Yeah.
I just learned how to 2-cycle it yesterday. I could probably 1-cycle it if I try.
Right.
I mean, we got some real competitive stuff going on here, honestly.
Snakes looking at each other. Well, you said like there's a level to catch back up because of the randomness, right?
But yeah,
Yeah.
these
Oh.
levels are the great equalizer.
That's what I'll say. Like, I'll give him. I know the CEO for our company. He's a cool dude. Like, sometimes people are like Mr. Burns dicks. That guy's not. He's a cool dude. So,
Where is this? Shit! Did I?
What?
Fuck.
where's this
I'm
shit?
fucking up. Yeah, I'm fucking this
Right on
up.
top of it.
There.
Well,
it is.
that's Buttface. Terrible at video games. Fucking shit up. That's
Always-
that's classic Buttface.
always the worst.
Okay, death chamber cleared.
I feel like Enigma's not getting his misery quotient out of this.
Yeah, I mean, Buttface is doing his normal gargle blargle, but I mean, he's competitive with Pokedude.
I want to be this side by the look of
All
it.
right, this boss is kind of notorious for its length, unless you know how to do it in fewer cycles.
Who's there?
A U-shaped ledge on the path that looks like stairs. Cool.
What the? A ghost?
But if you don't have the game's audio on, this boss makes some incredible noises.
Does it? That kind of
Well-
sucks. Like I have to mute it because like it's a double echo if
Yeah.
I do it. But like I got
Incredible is definitely a choice of words that Pokedude is deciding to use.
Here, let me
Okay.
imitate him.
King Boom,
Brah.
King Boom Boo. The only thing I know that's Boom Boo is a really like hard to find incredible rum that's super sweet, but is like insanely good.
Let's see if I can pull this off.
So, Buttface, at least one positive of my heat going out was that it forced me to go out and buy a
Oh,
heated
I already
blanket.
fucked it
And you
up.
know
God
what?
damn it.
Heated blankets fucking rule.
Heated
They
blankets
do,
rule.
they do, Dan. But the utility for a heated blanket in
cycle.
Alabama is like one day out of the year. It's like- I mean, they're awesome. I'll give you
The
that.
secret is you turn it on full blast like a half an
Yeah.
hour or 45 minutes before you get in bed. And then you get in bed and you turn it down to like halfway. And that way it's like your whole bed is nice and toasty. It'll fall off, and halfway is usually good like during the night. You won't be super hot, but you won't be like frozen toes either.
What's your temperature right now, Dan? We just had a cold
Um,
front come through. I'm curious.
Today it's 22. Right now it's 22. The high today was 30. We're actually going to have a cold snap coming up over the weekend. because
All right,
it looks
2-cycle,
like our-
nice.
That's not a cold snap.
well, hold on.
Kinda.
Bob, I said we're going to have a cold snap coming through the weekend because the lows for Friday are going to be -9, and Saturday the low will be
Oh, my-
-10.
You're
Jeez.
talking imaginary
The,
numbers
the
at this
high for
point.
the high for Saturday is going to be 16. However, it is going to be sunny. Like we're not having any like bad weather or anything.
Yeah.
So
All right, I'm gonna try
It's
once to get a speed
37
strat on this
right
egg
now.
golem fight.
Look, where I live, it's 37 right now, and
I mean,
it's
That's not gonna work.
it's an unseasonable cold snap.
it looks
be
like it's going to be
37.
warmer. Like next week, it's going to be back up in the high 40s, low 50s.
That's normal for us, yeah.
Yeah.
You're still killing me. You're talking imaginary temperatures. I'm like, I don't understand this.
So
At first, I thought you were going to ask what my thermostat was set to.
what is your
Pokedude,
thermostat set to?
I
Am I
just
down?
lucked into a key, and I'm
Because
still
mine's at
behind
like
you.
I don't use my central heating, so it's probably 63.
Here's a tip
degrees
for
in my
King Boom Boo, Buttface. Take the inside curve when you're chasing him.
That's
What
a
is your
good
thermostat,
tip.
My my downstairs thermostat is
Oh,
set to
well,
64
great.
right now.
So you're
The
like
up-
me. You keep it kind of cool.
Well,
Oh, yeah, this
so
fight,
this house,
is really easy to screw
this
up.
like my half of this house, I don't know like on the other half where Lori has her business. I don't know how complainy she gets, but I know the insulation here on this. I mean, this is not a new
So
house.
you
it's-
share a house.
Well, the other half of it, like this is lady who runs
Like
her
green?
massage therapy business
No, I'm
Yeah.
not
out of the other half. So
Yeah.
she's not here most of the time.
Right.
But the thing is that if I set my heat to 64, even during most of the like days where it's in like the 30s, that results in a cycle where the furnace is not running all the time.
Right.
But putting it up to 66, the furnace will run a lot more. Like the insulation is, I mean, I've got like draft stoppers under the doors and everything else, but
Yeah.
it's in such a way that if I want to keep the heat reasonable, I have to have 64.
Is yours old enough, like mine, that believe it or not, Dan, I've still got asbestos in my walls.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there were. I mean, I know these are plaster walls. It
Yeah.
wouldn't
The only
surprise-
reason I know is because we cut the dog door out with a saber saw for Chunky, and my dad's like, "Oh, that's asbestos."
I'm pretty
It's
sure
like,
this predates
Yeah.
asbestos though, because this house was built in like the early 1900s.
Oh wow. Okay, mine's 1950s. Mine's like
Yeah.
1957. Yeah. That's
Hey,
an old
Red
house.
Silvers, don't worry about
Is
it
there
if
a
you
lot of
weren't
that in New
enjoying
England?
it.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
okay.
are.
Because you don't really get much of that here. Like you won't get many houses built before the 50s.
Yeah,
the
we got
ones that
we
are
old
are
country
very
here.
yeah, the ones that are very valuable.
Red
Yo,
Silvers, I would
boy.
not subject Bob to this.
Yeah, Bob.
This would.
Yeah.
The salt content would be off the chart.
Red Silvers. Red. You know me. You've known me for how many years? Do you think I'm gonna play a Sonic game? Do you think that's gonna happen?
I don't think Bob has ever played a Sonic game on stream.
Do you think it's gonna happen? You've known me for a long time, okay? Like, we're close, we're buds. You know me. Do you think
cut
I'm
the-
gonna do that? We would have loved to have you. I know you're having, your living situation and the cats and the computer problems, though. We would have loved to have you. No joke. So was
Alright.
that? So when did Red post his face in chat the other day? By the way, when he did that,
did.
was that him? Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Can I get you?
Gotta
I
say,
might
like-
play Crash. I don't know anything about Crash. You might convince me to do that.
I think if we put because Blau was talking about putting Crash 2 on
Yeah.
the schedule.
I would
and
give it a
I'm-
shot.
I'm
the
down
only,
to clown with it.
The closest I've come to playing a Crash game is, have you ever played Uncharted 4? Where you have the little Crash mini game in it.
Yeah.
That's the closest to playing Crash I've ever come.
What do you think of that? Because that is just Crash again.
Is that? I mean,
Yeah.
it was annoying as hell, but I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
was-
welcome to Crash.
yeah, that's
Crash
Crash.
is not great.
Crash
Yeah.
1 is
Yeah.
not good. 2 and 3 are solid.
Oh,
though.
I get it, dude. Red, I get it. Trust me. It shit happens, dude. Trust me.
Fuck out.
If you can think of a fucked up family situation, I've kind of gone through it at this point. So
Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, you piece of shit.
That was
This-
for anyone else
this
playing
block
this game.
takes forever.
While it is one of my all-time favorite games, I would not recommend it to race unless you're a veteran, because
right,
It's
yeah.
pretty
Unless
janky.
you know what you're doing.
yeah. Like I look like I know what I'm doing because I've played this many times.
Well, that's the only reason when we did the original race for Mega Man 5, that's the only reason I did it. It's because I watched the speed runs and I learned the speed run tech on it.
But it's more than
And-
just speedrun tech in this game. Like there's a certain level of jank that you have to kind of run to work around.
Just get used to.
The jank mode, the jank.
I will give
Say
that.
There's a certain level of jank.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
This
that's
game
true.
is jank all the way down.
It is jank. The definition, like when you look up the definition of jank, it has a picture of this game in it.
Yes, absolutely. No.
That
You are
and
100% correct.
original Tomb Raider.
No. Original Tomb Raider feels buttery smooth compared to this.
Jesus, it's that bad. Tank
You
controls
have
feel good.
no idea.
Like 3D,
Oh, yeah.
original Silent Hill, like the 3D
So, like,
controls
one of the
on
big-
original
Oh.
Silent Hill 2.
One of the big things
Feel
about
better
this
than
game
this?
is
Great,
the
because
camera.
You at least are
You
always
can't
going
control
the
it.
direction you
You
expect.
think you can control it, but you can't.
Jesus. Oh, that's right, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Yeah, we are actively
I have
fighting
never
the
played a
game.
Theat Rhythm game. Hot take. I
where's
have
this
never
taking
played a Theat Rhythm game.
Oh god.
I want to try the new one.
I have nothing against them. I've just never played one.
I feel
It's
like I
not
need to play
available for
more
PCs,
actual
it's
Final
only on
Fantasy games
PlayStation,
before I touch
right?
the actual.
Yeah,
one,
that would
but
be kind of my problem. Yeah. Sorry, but what was you saying, Poke Dude?
I
Sorry.
feel like I need to play more Final Fantasy games before I touch the Atrism.
You don't have to.
How many Final Fantasy have you played?
I played 7, the 13 trilogy, a little bit of 15.
I'll be fine.
15's good, 7's good. You've missed out on all the other actual good Final Fantasies.
Like, you can buy the
like
Pixel
4,
remasters.
6, 9, 1. You
Yeah,
know,
the
you've like
Pixel
missed all the
remasters
good
are
ones.
probably the best Final Fantasy experience you can get these days.
I've got the remaster for 10 and the Zodiac Age for 12, and I want to play them really badly. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh God, no, please, please. Oh boy.
15,
Like, legitimately-
look, I love 15. Dude, 15 broke my fucking heart at the end of that game. Like, it fucked me up something. Like, I got into that fucking game. Like, look, I have my cold, I admit got my cold, dead, jaded heart. Whatever. 15, it got me. It hit me. I'm like, the bros, all the shit going down. It somehow
Hey,
got
Bob.
to the what little is left of my soul. 15 got to me. So,
Do you want to guess what my picture was
here we go.
at the end of 15?
was it the one with all of the? I don't know. I had one with all 4 of us together in front of the car, and it broke my heart even looking at it. So,
Nope, mine was a picture of Cup of Noodles.
you're a
Hey man,
fucktard.
I love
I had the 4 of us with the car at the start of the journey.
I went
With all the
through hell and
bros,
back
all
for
the
that
bros
perfect
having a
Cup
good
of Noodles,
time, and
man.
it broke my heart even looking at it. And what happens to Iris? Oh fuck, Luna Freya.
It broke my controller trying to do that Cup of Noodle quest, man.
Oh, I love that game. Gladio, like, look, the Dan talking about the
This part.
Dan talking
Gladio
about
is
the
himbo representation.
the
Hell
himbo
yeah,
thing. The closest I'll get to that is Bricks #gay for Gladio because
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I'm
Can you
just
guess
telling
who-
you, the only thing you'll ever get me to admit is that one. Like, if I'm gonna do a hashtag, I can do that one. Because Gladio, that dude's the man. Just saying.
Can you guess who has more Gladio paraphernalia than I can count?
You?
Including like giant oversized hoodies?
You?
No.
What, Girlface?
Girlface?
Chalice?
Absolutely, it's
Girlface. Well, Girlface has taste. We know that. She's the good Canadian.
It's very true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Can I finish this golem, please and thank you?
I just finished
One
Eternal
more
Engine.
hit.
So, Buttface, are you from British Columbia? Like, have you always
No,
lived there?
I'm Manitoba.
You're Manitoba? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what about Girlface?
Girlface, I believe, born Alberta and then moved to British Columbia fairly quickly.
So, none of y'all are from Canada, the best Canada.
No,
if
not
you
at all.
spend a day there, you'd understand.
Neither of us can speak a lick of French.
Yeah.
Omelette du fromage.
It's
But
all
see, that's
you
the
can
that's the funny
say.
thing. The only part of Canada I've been to is Windsor, Ontario. Right on the border there with Detroit.
Oh yay, it's space time now.
I'm a meteor
My-
herd, the
favorite.
largest Knuckles level, and I actually like it a lot more than the previous
I
two.
literally
Wow, there's a lot of
just-
stages. I just now realized that Pokedude's on stage 14. That's a lot of stages.
Yeah, he is one entire stage ahead of me. I am now doing the
I think-
last
I
tail
mean-
stage.
Lucky.
The fact that you're
Nice.
pretty close, like, I
Well,
mean,
the
only
thing
a
is,
stage
Eternal Engine is a
apart.
very long stage. That took me like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah,
I've only been to Windsor. We were in I was at a national tournament for College Bowl, Quiz Bowl, Scholars Bowl, whatever you want to call it, in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And so Ann Arbor is only like 10 minutes from 20 minutes from Detroit. So we decided, hell, fuck, we're up here. Let's go to Canada. So we drove across the when you go across that Lake Michigan, there's a bridge and a tunnel. We went
Yes.
across the bridge the first time.
The
and
bridge
that
is
was
notorious.
yeah, that was a Canadian guard, right? She goes, "Oh, how are ya? How you doing? How long you gonna be there?" We're like, "Oh, we're just gonna be there a day." "Oh, cool. You'll have a good day, yeah, eh?" And we go into Canada, right? So we go. There's like apparently Windsor's like a big casino town, so we go to this giant like Vegas casino there.
Oh my god.
And so we go back, and on the way back,
Oh, this is what I was looking for.
the
I
dude
thought
that
might be
meets
here.
us, yeah, the way back, like we go through the tunnel, and it's this dude going into the U.S. and
You know
he's
what,
this
just
dude,
because I
bro.
have some time, I'm gonna try and get the sunglasses.
Do it, yeah. He's this dude, bro, Department of Homeland Security guy with his M4 sitting there in the corner, his hand on his sidearm, and he's like, "Do you got anything to clear? I need all your driver's licenses. Who are you? How long are you gonna be back in the U.S.?" It was just night and day different getting back into the U.S.
It's funny when we went up to Vancouver on our way back.
Fucking bastard.
Our border patrol experience is actually quite nice at the Peace Arch. You know, it was easy breezy coming back. And then when we got through, we said, "Hey, you know what? Why don't we actually stop and see the Peace Arch? Because I haven't actually been to the Peace Arch." So we drove the car over and parked and walked over to the Peace Arch, and we were able to walk. You know, the Peace Arch is exactly on the border of U.S. and Canada, so they have that little park there that straddles the border.
Yeah, right.
So you can walk back and forth between the U.S. and Canada from the park.
Yeah, we were in a duty free. There's a duty free store on the border in right there between Detroit and Windsor. That's
Fucking
literally
trip
not
the
in
goddamn
Canada.
thing.
It's literally not in Canada or the United States. Like you're between the two. It's a neutral zone between the two states.
Yeah.
Why can't I let this fucking trap fall?
I don't know.
on-
I don't know. I'm just seeing fucked up shit. I don't know what you're trying
That's
to do.
sunglasses.
So, do you wear your
No, like I
sunglasses at
can't.
night,
I'm
Pokedude?
stuck now. Why is this not
Yeah,
falling?
so
on
Or
with
is that,
sunglasses,
is that
you get
a,
to
is
see
that an
hidden
80s
items,
reference?
but
Or is that an 80s reference that's too young for you or too old for you?
I've seen Dragon Ball dub, so
Yeah, sunglasses at night.
yep.
Yeah.
So when we were done at the
See,
Peace Arch-
Buttface knows it, and he's the total young. He's like the 27-year-old.
I'm
So
not
what-
27.
So
Are
when
you
we walked
younger than
over,
that?
No, I'm older.
Oh, are you? I thought you were 10 years younger than me. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
No. Fuck, I'm almost 40. Yeah. Never mind.
So when we walked over from the Peace Arch, we were heading back towards the car, and as we were heading back towards the car, this guy in a CBP truck pulls up, and he was just this. He was like, "Oh, hey guys, you know, blah blah blah." He was just asking, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, we don't usually get it where people come back from Canada and then go to the Peace Arch Park."
Right,
So-
yeah.
So we were like, "Oh, do you need our passports?" He's like, "Oh, no. He was just, maybe he was lonely, I guess."
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's bad is when I went to Canada, you didn't even have to have a passport.
Well, yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't 20. I'm not that fucking old. Fuck you, Dan. It wasn't 20 years ago.
Well, it changed after 9/11. The only time you could have gone without a passport.
No, we
was-
didn't need I didn't have a passport. I was there in 2007. I didn't
No,
need
you
a passport.
abso-fucking-lutely needed a passport. in
No, they didn't
2000.
make us show a pass. None of us had passports. They let us into Canada and back into the U.S. without a passport. I'm dead. I mean, I'm dead serious. We didn't have a passport, like 2007. I didn't get my passport until 2013 when I went to Ireland.
Okay, saved that part. The trick of this stupid level, where you're in the mech suit with the gun, is don't shoot anything.
Oh yeah, that.
Because everything explodes and will kill you.
Yep.
Like
Yes.
that. God, I should have listened to my own fucking.
But Pokedude's over here like Knuckles in space.
No, actually, Bob, it's Chow in space. If you want to be.
He's
like,
Oh yeah, the
accurate.
Chow in
He's
Space is like a
Knuckles.
movie within the universe. So it's like posters for it.
But you're Knuckles. You're not Chow. Is Knuckles a Chow?
No, he's an echidna.
Why? Okay,
Well,
so then
but
I'm
they are the
confused why.
keepers of the Chow.
But then why is it Chow in space? I'm
Because
not,
that's the name of the movie that's in this
Yeah.
game.
There's
like,
a
there's-
movie in this game.
Well, there's a poster for the movie. The movie itself doesn't exist, but
Oh, okay. So there's a poster for a thing called Chow's in Space in the game. I got you. Fair
this
enough.
is a
I can't-
horrible
I can't
emerald
see-
To
location.
quote our
God damn it.
Australian brethren, fair fucking dinkum.
Well, now that emerald's gone.
You just got like crushed to death.
Yeah,
Twice.
I had to dig under a crusher. Like the position
You
for
gotta
that
dig.
was awful.
Oh yeah, he killed you. Yeah.
Can you dig it?
I don't know.
Can
If,
you
I
dig-
think it got moved to another spot, but we'll check there. again.
yeah.
Nope, it's gone.
You feel the
Great.
madness, yeah.
That could be anywhere.
It's like this, yeah. You think you're gonna win, Mudface,
Going
but you're
around the
not.
moon.
Yeah.
I immediately-
Brother, yeah.
I started this off with I don't think I'm gonna win. There's no universe.
So Dan, what amazes me is like everybody has a Macho Man impression, Because you know, like I
yeah.
met, I met, Ricky Steamboat, right? When I showed you those
I
pictures.
know where it is. Just gonna get to it.
We asked him about, the match, the WrestleMania 3 match, the greatest wrestling match of all time. And he was telling us stories about it, and he launches into his, like, dead on accurate Macho Man impression, like, during the middle of the story. And, like, me and my cousin were just like, dude, this is awesome. That dude was cool. Like, he let me hold dinner, he's like, I walked up to him, I was like, dude, that's the championship belt. And he's like, yeah, hold it. And he's like, and I'm like, and it's heavy as fuck, by the way. Like, you wouldn't think that. And he goes, yeah, he's like, I was like, yeah, that's heavy, right? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, yeah, we used to hit each other in the head with this all the time. I'm like, dude, that dude was awesome.
God damn it.
So in March, I'm gonna meet Mick Foley and Kevin Nash. Because they're gonna be at the convention we go to.
7 minutes to get through friggin' Crazy Gadget or whatever.
If you have a
No,
good
not
meteor
Crazy
herd, you might
Gadget.
catch up to me because I was screwing around creating the sunglasses.
Where are your sunglasses at not? Lieutenant Diane.
Where the heck did it go? I thought it was right near it.
And yet you were not.
We're,
So does
we're in
any?
the part of the game
Hey
where
Dan,
I'm
do you
like,
think Tom Brady's actually going to retire this time, or is he going to
Yes.
Brett Favre it and end up with the Jets?
No, he's done.
You think he's finally
He
done?
should have been done last year.
He should have been
I'm
done
sitting
last
across
time.
from
There was
the
no
specific
reason for
location.
him to have ever come back.
Well, here's
Like
the
he'd
thing.
be about
It's like-
$100 million richer if he hadn't have come back.
Well, the thing is like, when
didn't
you've
he
competed,
unintentionally cause like a cryptocurrency crash by unretiring?
Yeah.
I've only heard half the news.
so well,
Yeah.
the thing about guys who perform at that level is like, I get it. It's very hard for them to retire.
Oh, well, fuck.
I mean, because he's still playing well. I mean, it's like how the fact that he's like
I mean,
ping.
the fact that he's Vinny Testaverde age and still actually like playing like Tom Brady is amazing. But
I mean,
Yeah,
I
can't
think
you
if he wanted to, he
please?
probably
What?
does have another season left in him. But like, I
but
was
why?
always
He's
the opinion.
40. He's like 46.
I know, but my opinion has been that he should have retired. Actually,
The first time.
Even before. I mean, I guess
You just
after,
didn't want him. You just
Oh
didn't
my
want him to
God.
leave New England.
heck is
I
That's
didn't.
all it was.
That's
You're
all
like
it was.
Matt. You're like Matt. You're just mad that he left New England.
I mean, I don't really hold that against him.
Matt does, by the way. But yeah.
Real?
I mean, look,
Where-
I got my good years
where?
out of Tom Brady, so
Uh-huh.
I can't complain.
Where is this fucking emerald?
I love watching these two guys on the same level just flying around.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I enjoy this level, but finding the emeralds can be a little annoying.
Well, you run into that. You have like the Joe Montana thing where the 49ers cut him when they shut in
Okay,
half, and then he
got
goes to
it.
Kansas City and
I've never seen that
almost
emerald in
win-
that location before.
and damn near wins the Super Bowl with Kansas City, despite the fact that he was the only good player on the whole team.
Oh, it pinged over
Well,
in this
he might have
direction.
had Christian Okoye back then, the Nigerian Nightmare. He was a beast.
Right. Time for Final Rush.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, you know what? Not Final Rush. Crazy Gadget first, then Final Rush.
I was gonna say,
Gadget first,
if you're
yeah.
already on
Yeah.
Crazy Gadget, or on Final
Oh,
Rush, how
okay.
did
Actually, I
you
gotta
skip
fight Ruth
Crazy
first.
Gadget?
God damn it.
I'm watching Buttface do the same thing Pokidoo just did a minute ago, and it's weird. Knuckles' climb thing is strange to me, because like you're just like running into the side of the wall and somehow climbing up it.
He has the knuckles, man. That's
Yeah,
in
he's
the
got
name.
the spikes in his claws.
Where the fuck did that just ping from? Oh, that meteor.
Are you looking for the Chaos Emerald or something? Is that what's
Yes,
going
yes,
on?
I am.
You using your Dragon Ball radar for it? He punches his way up the wall.
Okay, got one.
The biggest ball of twine in Minnesota, yeah.
Where's she at?
Hey, you know
Look,
what?
The
There's a
only
good
time
song.
you
Kill
will
on Rouge,
see
nice.
Bob go to Minnesota will maybe be in like July, because I've got a family friend that lived in Duluth for a long time, like literally working on the railroad.
Buttface will
And
probably
the horror
demonstrate.
the horror stories he's told me about it. No, Bob does not do winter. Bob was born in Alabama and does warm. He does not do cold. Okay. I do want to go to Alaska, but I want to go when it's not like 2 degrees. So
You go to Alaska in the summertime.
yes, because in Juneau it hits 90 sometimes. You know, in Juneau.
I completely lucked into that emerald, and you know what? I'll take it. I was just
I
going
didn't have time to
up
explain that Rouge
You're
fight,
in
but
such a
it is
delay.
very
We haven't even.
difficult.
You're
normally.
in such a you're in such a Canadian internet delay. We haven't even seen you hit the emerald yet.
No,
so. He just got it right there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I didn't have any idea was up there. I just was
Yeah.
going up so that I can do my glide strat to try and find.
Take pickled wieners if you go to Minnesota. If I go to Minnesota, do I need to try Jepson's Malort?
I mean, I've had Malort. It sucks.
Have you really had Malort? Is it as
Yes.
bad as everybody says it is?
It is.
Try
I
digging
kind of
while
want to try it
watching
just to just for the meme.
I mean,
to
try
say
it
I've
once.
tried it, but yeah.
But
Is it as bad as absinthe actually is?
Hey, absinthe is delicious. You
No, absinthe fucking suck. Like
Oh,
Real
I've got a
great.
bottle of absinthe. Like I like it. I have it because I like a Sazerac. Okay.
Look,
And
man,
Sazerac
absinthe
uses an
is
absinthe,
like
but
that
absinthe
good
by itself
fennel
is
kind of
nasty
flavor.
as hell. Absinthe by itself is nasty as hell.
Nah, you just
In-
need to you need to prepare it right.
You're just a fucked up guy that likes black licorice. Just admit
I
it.
am. Have you, man? Don't even get me started about double.
Oh, Red.
salted
I don't.
black
What's
licorice.
Molson's? I don't know that one, Red. What's Molson's?
Molson's Canadian. It's beer.
It's beer.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's-
wasn't
it's
it the
the
puppers
Canadian
is a?
beer.
Isn't it that puppers is a real thing, but the whiskey they drink isn't?
I don't know.
I think puppers is a real thing. Like it's a real
Puppers
beer.
might be like a thing out that way.
Because there's the
You
two. There's
stick
the whiskey
puppers-
they always drink, and then there's puppers, which is the beer. You get this fucker of puppers.
Yeah. Oh,
I think puppers is a real beer.
I'm losing it. Aha,
Yeah,
aha.
Labatt. Yeah, Labatt, like Labatt Blue. They make puppers, so it's a real beer.
Budface, when you fight Rouge, just spam drill dive. Like, don't try to
Oh yeah,
punch her.
that's how I do it.
Yeah.
Sudbury, Ontario. But no, they only made it because of Letterkenny, Budface. Like it started as a fictional
Oh, that
beer,
is-
and then when Letterkenny got popular, they actually made puppers. How cool is that?
That's very cool. Unfortunately,
Oh.
Bob can't concentrate trying to find fucking emerald. God
Fuck you.
damn it! Where is this? Try digging.
Fuck you! You should
Oh.
listen to Letterkenny references.
It's
Actually, no.
important.
You should get caught up on Letterkenny so I can talk to you about it.
I should.
That's what you should do. Girlface, are you still in chat?
What?
Make him finish Letterkenny. You two finish Letterkenny so we can talk about it. And yes, I
Yo.
admit I haven't seen the newest season yet.
Oh, that's understandable. Okay, I was like, don't die here.
I'm putting that challenge on you, Girlface. Force him to watch it.
Well, the thing is I just have to spend time.
So,
God, fuck
Also,
off!
Red, technically speaking, I have been to Minnesota, but I didn't leave the airport in Minneapolis, so I don't
Doesn't count.
it. But I
Right
my
here is
feet
why
have been
I
in Minnesota.
choose to finish the
Okay,
game.
I have seen Minnesota. My feet have set foot in Minnesota, but it was a cutoff to go to Vegas because Vegas. Okay,
Can you please just?
You have to exit the airport. For
I
it to
agree with you,
officially
Dan.
count.
But literally, technically speaking, I have set foot in the state of Minnesota. I know what Minneapolis looks like.
Why do I keep?
What's the
falling off
furthest
this
east?
fucking
What's the furthest
platform?
east you've ever been, Red? Mine is Savannah, or no, I haven't been to Savannah, Texas. Wow, you haven't really been east at all. Yeah,
I think Texas is also the furthest east I've been.
really?
Yeah.
So where are you, Poke Dude?
I live on
I
Long
mean, just in
Island.
general. Oh, okay. Well, no, that's further east than Texas.
Fuck off!
Oh,
We said
sorry.
furthest
I was
east.
thinking west, not what am I saying?
Yeah, furthest west
Yeah.
I've been is Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
you're Long
Yeah,
Island.
no,
Okay,
yeah. Furthest east, I guess, would technically be Maine. I think that's further east than Long Island.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maine's the easternmost point
Yeah.
in the U.S. Yeah.
There we go.
It's
I've
actually
been
has the
trying to think that
distinction
for
of
an hour.
being contiguous. It's contiguous. It's the easternmost and
Here's a speed
western-
trap that I have to pull
and
off.
northernmost. Yeah, continental Canada is the northernmost. Point Barrow.
There we go.
Alaska.
There's a super jump.
Contiguous Maine is the easternmost. It's also or northernmost. It's also the easternmost.
All right. So I just died and got the goal at the same time there. So
Thinking you were, yeah.
I just
I was
saved myself a
thinking you
few
were-
minutes.
I was thinking you were a New York guy for some reason,
Yeah.
but I've never been to Long Island. I've been to the city. Okay.
Well,
but,
now
I mean, I
just
went
pure
to the, I was,
suburbs, but
yeah, I was in the Bronx and Manhattan when I went. I haven't been anywhere other than that.
I don't go to
And-
the city that often. But used to go like once or twice a year when I was a kid. But
So we went to Broadway and saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, which was badass. Like my dad liked it,
oh,
and
this
that
fucking
shocked me.
Eggman fight! I hate this.
Yeah, but the cool thing was you remember Tiffany from the '80s? You know, I Think I'm Alone Now. She was Belle. It was really cool.
I saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway once, but well,
I wanted to see Jekyll and Hyde
Don't
because Sebastian
get me
Bach
started on
because-
musical.
dude, I wanted to see Jekyll and Hyde because that's when Sebastian Bach from Skid Row was doing Jekyll and Hyde. I wanted to see that so bad I
Fuck
couldn't
are
stand
you?
it.
Rouge,
But
get
the tickets
over
we
here.
got were the tickets we got were Beauty and the Beast, and I was not disappointed whatsoever. It was awesome.
Fucking. Yeah, I have made you mad. Sorry, Rouge.
come on, oh come on, he's dead. Oh, you
there
fuck.
we go.
So are you on the last boss, Pokey Dude?
No,
no,
God, no.
I mean it might as well be because it's way harder than anything else. But
That's
So it's the
that
it's
shadow
the
fight is pretty
it's
rough.
not the de facto, or it's not the de jure last boss, but it's
Yeah.
the de facto last boss because it's harder than the last boss.
yeah.
Yeah.
This fight is a complete crapshoot. Like, there's no consistent way to beat it. At least not that I know of. I
Oh,
mean,
that's
maybe-
cool, Red.
I think the speed run like used some weird jank by abusing invincibility frames, but his problem is this giant laser attack just kills you, and
Well, just strafe, dude.
he turns.
Yeah, you
he turns
you
faster than I
go-
can run.
No, he doesn't.
So Red, Final Fantasy music wise, my claim to fame is I have actually met Nobuo Uematsu. I have his autograph.
I'm gonna run out of
Dang.
lives here.
We
I'm gonna
paid
game over.
for the meet and greet at the Final Fantasy Distant Worlds concert in Atlanta. So I have met the guy. He was cool. He was really nice.
Fuck this level.
That is one of my coolest claim to fames in life that I've met Nobuo Uematsu.
I don't know which level I hate more, this or the last level.
Final Rush
They're
isn't
two-
that bad.
Garbo Sonic levels.
That's the only thing I have on Dan is I don't think
God,
Dan's
fine.
met him. But
No, I think we met him
did you met him?
because we went to that very first concert.
Okay, if you met him, then we're even. Yeah. I've been to Phoenix. Phoenix was a cool city. I went to the national championship game in 2010. We went to the ESPN tailgate
Okay, now
party
Final Rush.
when Auburn made it. So, Auburn fan. But
So, Pokey Dude, don't forget to call time when you're on your last hit of Shadow.
stage
Yep.
16, Final Rush.
Well, it's not even the final boss, but,
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
it's
Final
the
Rush is the
final
last
stage,
level,
not
but
the
Why
the
do you
boss
have a
after
light?
this.
Why do you have a light under your feet, Buttface?
Reasons!
Raisins?
Reasons! Kind of in the middle!
Raisins?
There's horse
See-
shit happening. Bob,
See,
there's
the
just
reason I
nonsense
say look, okay. So the reason, like, tangent right here. The reason I love Stephen King so much is because for some
Shortcut.
weird reason, his sense of humor and my sense of humor are like
All right.
this. They're like right there together. Because I swear he's got at least one book that somebody says reasons, and he has it in quotation marks raisins. And every time somebody says reasons, I say raisins.
Yes, dude, it's for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
And now I'm
But
leaving
that's-
Earth for no reason.
Raisin. But I swear, one of his
Jesus.
books, he does that. Because he does those little, so for some reason, his sense of humor, me and him are just, simpatico right there every time. I think the same thing he does. It's hilarious.
Okay. Fucking hell.
Raisins. Dada
Fucking
Chot.
game. This
I'm gonna
fucking game
I'm gonna
every
reference the
time.
hell out of y'all right now. Dada Chot, Dada Chum.
Bob, I want to put this in simplest terms for you to be able to understand. Every Sonic level in this game, except the first
Is
one,
balls.
is that fucking level.
It's balls. They're
No,
all
it's that
TFL.
fucking, they're all TFL.
Dude,
except
that's
the
what I've
first
heard,
one.
Red. That's what Dan was saying. Like, look, Red and Kitty are the best characters in that 70s show.
Okay.
So I've got to watch the 90s show because look,
Okay.
Kurtwood Smith. No, Dan. Kurtwood Smith is the best thing in anything he's ever in.
Well, so what I was gonna say was
He's
I
the best
actually
thing in
watched-
RoboCop. He's the best thing in Dead Poet Society. He's just that good an actor.
So I watched the first 2 episodes today on Exercise
did you?
Bike.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was good
Your
that was
Peloton?
brought up. So no, I
You
don't
do
have Peloton. I have a cheap bike I bought on Amazon.
I
3
thought
years
you would
ago.
have of all people. I thought you would have a Peloton.
No, why would I spend the money on a fucking?
Because you're Dan. Like you've got to have
No.
the tech of tech.
No. Peloton is
You
a
don't
waste
need-
of
you
money.
don't
Am
need
I
a
the only
Peloton
one? Look,
tech.
am I wrong here? Buttface, would you not think he was the he would have a Peloton too?
I would think Dan Ring Fit Adventure would.
I
not
do a
need
lot of Ring Fit
Peloton.
Adventure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you need
Yeah.
a Peloton.
I think if you look at my
Dan's like any these days. So
my Ring Fit Adventure stats on Switch these days, like that was probably the maximum playtime game I had on my Switch.
It's
last-
great. I need to get back to it. I had a solid
But-
month there where I was doing it, and then I didn't for a month because.
But
life
anyway,
kicked my ass.
you're
So
like
yes, so I-
120 pounds anyway, so I don't want to hear it. Like,
So, I mean, so I put the first 2 episodes on, and what I will, at least for these first 2 episodes, I will say that for better or for worse, that 90s show is everything you like and everything you hate about that 70s show.
I don't hate anything about that 70s show though.
Well, I mean, it's been such a long time since I've watched a show with a laugh track.
Yeah, you don't watch Big Bang Theory. You never
No.
watch Big Bang Theory. See, I like Big Bang Theory. I'm
I
sorry.
enjoyed Big
I
Bang Theory
take-
for
I
a
love
while,
the
but
show.
it started getting.
I know. Even to the end, I still like it. Like,
I think that the episode that really did it for me was
They go
the-
to a lot of the same wells that they've gone to in that. I mean, like I said, it is. I think they were a little too faithful of the formula of that
Okay.
70s show.
yeah.
But Kurtwood Smith, I mean, Red
It's
and
Kurtwood
Kitty.
Smith, dude. He's the
Yeah,
best.
I mean, Red and Kitty are. I mean, the first episode is Eric and Donna bring their daughter to Wisconsin for the 4th of July to see Grandma
Yeah.
and Grandpa, and of
Uh-huh.
course everybody knows how that goes. She's like, oh, I haven't been to Grandma and Grandpa's in such a long time, and I'm having such a good time here, and I've met a bunch of people, and I want to stay around these people, and that's
Now,
Yeah.
Pokey Dude
Look.
blew past this level.
I've
so
seen the
please watch
clip.
My stupid
Look,
shit on
I've
here.
seen the clip of clips. I've seen where she's like sleeping, or the daughter's sleeping around, and Eric tears into her, and he goes, "No, you're not seeing him. And if you even attempt to, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass."
Yeah.
And Kurtwood Smith goes, "I have never been so proud in my life."
yes.
And that is the best scene in the history of television. So,
And the second episode is much,
Right, final
once
boss
they get
time.
like all the framing and stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
The second episode is, I mean, it's a lot of very standard sitcom stuff.
I don't care. Standard
So,
sitcom
well, no,
stuff's
I'm
good.
just saying that you have to set your expectations for it. It
Yeah.
is-
Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off!
Look, I love The Ranch, and I think The Ranch is one of the best sitcoms ever made, and yet it does standard sitcom stuff a lot.
it's just, I
But
just
they
think-
talk like real people, They say fuck and all that, and it's Sam Elliott, who's god tier and everything he's in. So like I love it.
Fucking
Like I
pull
get
the
that it's
lever!
terrible. What was you? Pokey Dude, what were you
Yeah.
going to say a minute ago? We interrupted you in the middle, and I'm really sorry. About that.
what was it about Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, Big Bang
So
Theory. Yeah.
the episode that kind of made me kind of question the show is the one where Sheldon couldn't decide whether to get an Xbox One or a PS4, and it was like the writers clearly did not say
Know
things at
the
all. No one
difference.
wanted an Xbox One when it came out.
Nobody wanted an Xbox.
Like he can listen to Kinect as a positive for the thing. Like
Oh yeah.
I do think that the kids that they've cast for these are all I think they're all pretty good casting choices. I mean, the group clearly has some chemistry when they're together.
Fucking just finish the level, please, dear God. Camera, why?
Has anybody watched How I Met Your Father? With
No.
Hilary Duff. Because like How I Met Your Mother is probably my favorite all-time TV show in the history of TV shows. But I just can't imagine that as much
Get ready
as I
on
still
time here,
have
by
a-
the way. I'm about to do the
Oh,
final blow.
Pokedude's getting up on time.
Okay, as much as I still have a thing for Hilary Duff, like I just can't
Almost.
imagine
God
that that's
dang it.
more than
Yes.
anything more than a ripoff of How I Met Your Mother.
I mean, it's
You
a
know?
sequel series, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's literally the sequel series. Yeah, but I can't imagine that it's anything other than a ripoff.
Time.
Good job, Pokedude.
Golf clap.
Buttface can do this. I believe in him.
I'm only a level behind, but holy Christ.
I haven't look Big Bang Theory. I have an all-abiding love for it because I get it. I mean, I've long ago accepted the fact that they're making fun of me in that
Here's
show.
how you do this Eggman boss.
And the problem
Pokedude,
is
by the
that
way.
What's that?
I've known. And the problem
Here's how
with
you do
Big
the
Bang,
Eggman boss.
okay, and the problem with Big Bang Theory is I've known physicists and engineers, and everybody in that show is way too high functioning to be a mechanical engineer and a theoretical physicist, because none of them are anywhere near as high functioning as they are.
Wasn't far enough away. Got a little.
I deal
too
with
close.
engineers on a daily basis because of work, and like none of them are that high. I mean,
Nope, I died.
guess technically speaking, I'm a software engineer, but
Try that
yeah,
again.
I'm a
Try
liberal
this
arts.
again.
I'm a liberal arts major that somehow ended up in the IT field. We're still only at an hour 30 stream time, so you're right in the normal time, Buttface, if you can finish it.
See, look, totally was able to avoid the laser.
Yeah,
you just have to be
Dr.
far
Eggman.
enough away.
So what is
dead.
the canon between Robotnik and Eggman?
Okay, so
Despite
as of
same
Sonic
person.
Adventure 1, the lore is that Robotnik is his actual birth name, and Eggman is a nickname that Sonic
he's
and friends
shaped like
call
an
him,
egg.
and then he decided to embrace it.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why Eggman has a grandfather in this universe if Sonic technically
Red.
came here from Mobius? Or
Well,
are
no,
we
no,
really retcon that?
there's no
Well,
Mobius.
then,
That was
there
a
we
part
go.
of
Dad
that was
just
a
fell off the stage.
that's a mistranslation of like an old interview or something. Sonic was always lived
Yeah.
on Earth.
Okay. Red,
Mobius is only in the comics, I think.
Red Silver's like the mistake that you could the worst mistake you could possibly make is to mention to me, Bob, either the prequels or the Disney sequel trilogies. Because if you do that, you're gonna create a level of hate and a level of hot takes
fucking
that you're
Christ,
never gonna
this
come back
goddamn
from.
level.
Okay? Like it's gonna be bad. I'm just telling you.
Hey man,
Oh, there
Episode
goes
8.
Sonic.
episode 8 is pretty good.
You were a Ryan Johnson simp. I forgive you
I
for
am.
that. I forgive you for that. But
I have been a
that's just
Ryan
what you
Johnson
are.
simp since the original Brick.
I mean,
So,
say what you
here's
will.
the
At least,
thing.
even if you don't like it, you have to admit that they at least tried something with.
They
the
did
last
something
Jedi.
different.
Ah.
Yeah, look, Budface.
ways
Here
to
it
fuck
is.
that.
I forget that Johnson did Brick because he pissed
I
me
still
off.
gotta watch Glass Onion.
His shit that he said, his shit that he said about episode 8 pissed me off to the point that I wrote him off as a human being.
Look, man.
But despite that fact, I remember loving Brick. I remember that being one of the best movies I've ever watched.
I can forgive
I love
you
Brick.
for
Like that
liking-
was a Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I loved that movie. I
can
did not
forgive
know
you
that
for
was
being
Ryan Johnson.
for being a Star Wars fan. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we all like our own things.
We do. We do. I grew up a Star Wars fan. Dude, Buttface, I was born in 1983. That's the year Return of the Jedi came out.
Yeah.
Like, I could not be anything but a Star Wars fan. Now, of Star things, Star Trek is superior, but
Never seen a
They
single
scratched
goddamn
two-
episode.
They
I
scratched
don't
two
want to.
different
Dude,
itches.
I'm not. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that and just let it go. So, yeah, the next generation, like
Fuck you.
the next gen, the Star Trek: The Next Generation, so affected my life and my development as a human being that I can't divorce myself from it. You know, it's like
Well, it's because Jean-Luc Picard was your space TV dad.
he was my space TV dad. He really was. But it goes even more fucked up than that because my dad is weird in the things he likes. He liked Star Trek, the TOS, the original series. And so my earliest Star Trek memories are watching it with my dad, like the Gorn, I can't remember the name of the episode, but the one with the Gorn.
Yeah, the one with the Gorn.
Yeah. And I remember watching that with my dad. And it
I'm not
makes
gonna-
no sense that my dad would like Star Trek.
Red
or
Silver.
like
I'm not
sci-fi.
gonna get all the emblems, but I am gonna go get the magic hand.
Yeah, but he loved it, and some of my earliest memories are watching the original series with my dad. I mean, that also includes USA used to have Lost in Space from the 1960s and The Land of the Giants. Nobody but Dan will remember that. You remember Land of the Giants, right?
Yes.
The people that were shrunk. You're the only one that will remember that. But it had Lost in Space and Land of the Giants back to back, and I loved both of those shows. Like, me and you have both outed ourselves of being like 100 years old by admitting that we know that show. Because I know Budface and Pokey Dude don't know that show.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah. It
Man,
was
Buttface
this.
is not having a good time.
No, it was this thing where like it was. Do you know Inner Space, Pokey Dude? With Inner Space with Martin Short and
I
Dennis
might
Quaid.
have heard the name somewhere before, but
It's where Martin Short's dying, and Dennis Quaid's this doctor that shrinks himself to microscopic proportions and goes into Dennis Quaid's body.
I've seen a parody of that on Rugrats. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the parody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Land of the Giants is basically that.
okay,
Like the scientists shrink themselves and they're in the normal human society.
Not today.
I mean that's it, Dan. Right? I'm not
Not
misremembering.
today.
Yeah, I'm not misremembering. That's it. It was a 1960s TV show. Like Bionic,
Fuck off, Jesus.
$6 million man and Bionic Woman, that kind of
Just
thing.
get me to a fucking
Lindsay
checkpoint.
Wagner, all that.
here's the fun thing: you can just stop on this wall and go back up.
Can you really?
This is the last one.
Oh wow.
Latvia. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, you can just stop on that wall to spin dash for some reason, but
Did he
Does
just
that
go
have any
backwards,
practical
or is he
here?
going? Did he go backwards? Is he going the correct way?
I went back up, then I jumped back down.
He's on that Canadian. He's on that Canadian
Right.
delay, so it's hard to say.
So this power up is almost never useful, but what you can do is
nope.
yeah.
just grab any enemy out of the air and turn them into an item that you can throw at other enemies.
Oh, okay.
It's useful in like one stage in the last story.
Yeah, like Mario 2-esque
Oh,
kind of
oops.
shit. Doki Doki Panic.
Oh, whoops, I didn't hit any checkpoints on the way down there.
This level is nothing but a constant panic attack.
So Dan, Dan, do you remember this on USA? And I don't know what it was called, but on Saturdays there was a horror TV show that Grandpa Munster was in. Like he was the
Oh.
host of it. And it was
Yes.
like it was the thing with like there was the episode with the the magician that saws the woman in half, but he literally sawed the girl in half. Do you remember that?
Yes. Let me look up what that was.
What was it called? It was Grandpa Munster was the host of it, and it was awesome.
Well, you might be thinking of because like I'm looking through like Al Lewis's '80s IMDb credits.
Al Lewis, badass. He was a great dude.
Uh,
Why are you crying, Budface? Fuck you. Be a man.
He's got like Grandpa's Monster Movies, Grandpa's Silly Scaries, Grandpa Presents,
I think it was
Grandpa's
maybe
Sci-Fi Hits.
It was a horror show though. It was in the 80s, early 80s. Al Lewis is what we're looking up. That was
Yeah,
Grandpa.
because Al Lewis is.
Do you remember the
There's-
900? Do you remember the 900 number that was Al Lewis that you could talk to
Yes.
Grandpa? Yeah. And there was the
Here's
He-Man one.
another
Remember
fun
the
thing.
He-Man one? Yeah.
So this truck has to say its turn distance behind you.
Fred Gwynn.
So
Fred
if you
Gwynn
just
was-
run into it,
I didn't know Al Lewis died in 2000.
you can push it back up the hill.
Holy shit! Look at the truck.
Dude, Yvonne DiCarlo, Lily
All right, I'm
Munster.
gonna die if I
Oh,
do that
God.
again. But you
Okay.
can actually push it like, all the way
Yvonne
back behind that wall.
Yvonne DiCarlo was a hottie of hotties. Like, can we just admit, Lily Munster?
Oh, I'm gonna beat this fucking game. I can't believe I only died once in this whole fucking level.
That fucking level?
Oh, that last level.
Why
is
does this
just-
picture of Al Lewis on IMDb look like Ron
those
Jeremy?
grind rails are impossible.
He
to
literally
target
looks like
and
Ron
jump
Jeremy.
on.
Like, did you see that, Dan? Like, if you
Yes.
look at IMDb, it was like he was a clone of Ron Jeremy.
All right, Buttface, it's time for you to face off against Shadow.
Just made it.
You're a beta male, Sonic. The fastest hedgehogs.
Wait, why am I at 17 emblem?
I think it was
wait,
Super
what?
Scary
That's
Saturday.
Weird.
Is this the stage you would like to go to?
Because that would be the time frame.
Let's see, anything else I can show off real
Yeah,
quick?
1988. Yeah.
Was it? I mean, if it was USA, well, TBS. It said TBS Superstation.
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
Look at
USA
me,
would
just
be.
following behind Shadow, not being able to do
I
anything.
thought.
This
Well,
is
I mean, I
great.
may be wrong. I thought it was USA that came.
Okay,
on,
so
but I may
Buttface,
be
to fight
wrong.
Shadow, what you want to do is hang back, let him get a little bit ahead of you,
So,
and then
Dan, do you remember?
Then,
Wait for
uh,
him to do his
hold on.
chaos control. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know how to do it. It's just
Yeah,
some fucking shit is real rough.
dude, Dan. In terms of horror shows, do you remember Tales from the Dark Side?
Yeah, only vaguely.
But it was 80. It was pinnacle 80s, right? Remember, it had the negative. It would
I
go into
haven't
the
s-
negative of the house.
I haven't seen it in forever. I don't think. I mean, the title sounds familiar, but I don't remember any of the bits.
I don't. Well, I remember the thing about
Oh,
the,
you son
the
of a bitch.
statue. There was the thing with the statue of the guy, of like the
Which music would you like to
Olympic
listen to?
athlete holding a javelin, and he comes to life, and he throws the javelin in the dude's eye and kills the
Woof.
dude by stabbing him in the eye.
I'm gonna just put on
This is
the
the
Eggman theme
ultimate.
while I'm waiting.
This is the ultimate.
The radical
is the
left are in
ultimate.
speedrunning.
Chaos control. Chaos control.
Am I missing a pun there, Red Silvers?
Oh, it's part of it's this meme video where someone dubbed over Shadow and Sonic, and
Because of someone's insane Twitter rant about
Oh.
how speedrunning is like ruining or is exemplifying who knows what kind of values. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's fucked up because I'm a speedrunner.
that's
ostensibly,
time.
and
We're calling it time there.
yeah. Well, I'm a speedrunner ostensibly, and I'm
job, Buttface.
I'm hardcore libertarian. So
Oh my god, I can't.
like
with
little
this
like
fucking
little
game.
like little L libertarian, not Libertarian Party libertarian. But you know
So,
what I mean.
Pokey Dude, what was your time at the end there?
I have him at 128.49 and Buttface at
Enigma,
140.56.
don't tell him good job. Don't
Really,
just
140. I did that.
give
sub 2
Buttface
hours?
shit. Don't help
I'm
him
surprised I
out.
did it's sub 130, but
Jesus.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
what
you
you're
guys
saying.
did really
Red.
well.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Now I want to see Blau. What's Blau's time? Could we see Blau's
Blau's
card?
not. Hey, Blau doesn't have the guts to play with you, so his time is non-existent.
It's a very nice card. Now let's
I-
see Blau's.
Well, I think
What is with the
everybody did a
yellow
good-
crystal right there that Tails picked up?
What?
What
You
is
know,
That was a
who
Chaos
is pink hair?
Emerald.
Who is pink hair red shirt
that's
here?
Amy the Hedgehog.
Amy the
from Sonic
Hedgehog?
well, her
so
name is
she's
Amy
Sonic.
Rose. She actually has a last name.
Amy Rose is Sonic's waifu, I guess.
Well, she's
No,
the crazy
Sonic
girlfriend
is
that chases
Amy's
him
wife.
around.
Sonic. How is Sonic? Okay. You need to explain this. How is Sonic Amy's waifu? Would she
no
be?
further, no
Wouldn't he
further
be?
explanation necessary.
No. And I have to understand this. Like, if you told
So,
me
Amy is
that
obsessed
she
with
was
Sonic, and
Amy's
he's-
husbando.
No. Amy is a Sonic
Red,
simp.
what? What about? What are you? Oh my God, mean about? What, Red? What?
We're gonna put on Amy's theme now.
Okay, she has a raise. Oh, she's the teenage. So she views Sonic as her husbando. That's
Yes.
what you're saying.
Yes.
She subscribes to Sonic's OnlyFans.
Yes, she is Sonic's.
Like, you should
OnlyFans.
look up the lyrics to Amy's theme. Like
Amy's
it's,
theme. Oh shit! I don't want to do that because I think I'm gonna
Oh.
hate myself if I do that.
Yeah, Bob, we forgot to mention that every character in this has their own lyric, like, theme song, and they're all definitely songs.
They are songs. that have music.
and lyric.
Eggman's theme is the best one, by the way.
Eggman's theme is the best one, but the best song in this game is Pumpkin Hill.
I mean, City Escape and Live and Learn are up there too, but
No, man, Pumpkin Hill is where it's at. Pumpkin Hill is the only thing I play during all of October. Well, thanks, Pokey Dude, for having me, for racing with me, and for actually letting me, you know, try and eat your dust.
Yep,
Hello, Buttface. You were doing pretty well there for a while.
I mean, I was also screwing around a little, but
I am surprised I was able to do this.
Hear the crash of the thunderous storm that harkens the coming of Titan's reign. Know the Colossus shall be reborn, and the power of our region shall never be threatened again. Is that what you're talking about? I call upon the hand and from the eye of the storm. Our salvation can come at my command. Go, Rose, save everyone. From doomsday, we'll be free.
See, Bob, if you keep reading those lyrics, you are going to summon something.
I don't think that's the theme I'm. Wait, what? I don't think that's the right song.
I'm gonna summon Cthulhu, some eldritch horror.
Hey, hold on. I think you might have the wrong theme song there. Hold on.
I typed in Amy Rose thing with lyrics. Is that the wrong one?
Oh, we are Red. We are not doing a definitive Sonic anything.
Okay, so
For
her
me,
theme
definitive
is
Sonic is D-.
Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Pokey Dude, thanks for joining us.
Yep. Yeah,
you're
happy
welcome
to be here.
race anytime.
I'm retiring as an
dude,
undefeated champion, but if you
it's
ever
been a
play
blast.
another Sonic game, I guess, or there are some other games I'd like to join
Oh,
you
we
for.
will.
but-
We will. Rest assured,
Oh,
we
yeah,
will do another
the
Sonic.
theme
horrible
song I was
Sonic
talking about for
game.
Amy is "My Sweet Passion."
My Sweet Passion.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Before we cut, I gotta look
Yeah.
this up. So, My Sweet Passion.
I will try and pull that up. Where's help and options?
Oh, there it is. My Sweet Passion lyrics. Nikki Grigorigov. I got out my map and chose the place I wanted to go. Packed up my stuff, set out for adventure. I know that your lucky color is that cool shade of blue, Sonic. I won't mind painting myself blue for you, Blue Man Group. I guess I'm so easy to understand. I just do whatever comes to me naturally. Oh yeah. I do understand the feelings of a Persian cat. The Sphinx looks so cute, I had to shave it. He reminds me of Parsley when he's standing there alone. Makes me want to be his specialty. I guess I'm a self-centered girl, but there are nights that I have trouble going to sleep.
You also gotta listen to the
Sweet,
song because the
sweet,
way she says some of
you're
these
so
lines is.
So many things I want. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You're so sweet. I want to be a wonderful girl. I'm not simple-minded. I won't be a pearl. Oh my fucking god. It's like-
I just got to the. I'm so. It is this jazzy, upbeat, big band kind of sound to it. This
oh
is
my
stupid as hell.
god.
Anyways, I'm gonna peace out, guys. Thanks for
All right.
having me.
It's way past
Oh,
my
God.
bedtime, so I gotta go. But
Yeah, have at it, Pokey Dude. Thanks
Yep.
for hanging out with
Yeah.
us, brother.
all right,
you
so
later,
see
guys.
everyone.
I have
All right, I
pressed
put